I like your hair, girl. The bob is bobbing.
Thank you, gorgeous.
I step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning. It is finally Thursday, Klein Vrydag. We are downhill to the weekend, and it looks that way too. Look at us, Carl.
Yes, I know. I feel like
we've
we've
on
got
vacation right now.
this lightness. We look like we're on leave. Can you see that? We don't get a lot of leave, but it's fine. It's okay, because can I tell you, we've got something fantastic today. Now, the SAFTAs, it is the premier award show for South African film and television. And you know that South African... All right, film and television, it's the best in the world.
It is.
In my humble opinion, I feel like the presenters are phenomenal. The films are incredible. We've got so many delights. And the thing is, we want to actually show you who made the cut for the nominations for the SAFTAs 2024. It's going to be amazing.
How incredibly exciting. Can I tell you that I kind of halfway won a SAFTA. I was on a show that won a SAFTA, therefore,
But then you
by
won.
proxy, I won a SAFTA. So I'm an award winner.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
The closest I've been is actually on the SAFTAs stage.
That's so close.
That was it. Kuhle and I hosted the SAFTAs, the Craft Awards, which is an awards ceremony for everybody behind the scenes, those directors, the writers, some of the actual shows themselves. And I think it's such a great way of celebrating everybody in the South African film and television fraternity who not only does the whole presenting thing and the acting thing, but also those behind the scenes.
Beautiful,
So it was
Carl.
wonderful. It really was.
Speaking about Kuhle, I think she's going to be joining us a little bit later on the show
I miss her
today.
so much.
I miss her
Really?
too.
Okay, good.
I only see her on the streets, but it'll be nice to actually catch up with her and also catch up with another incredible, beautiful individual whose bob is bobbing. Zanele, good morning, girl.
Stop it, you beautiful humans. You guys are amazing, and you're such amazing, softest babies. Because why are you being so modest? Carissa, what's that about? Halfway won a SAFTA. Says you won a SAFTA.
Yes.
It's yours. And also,
take
Carl and Kuhle absolutely killed it last year. I think I watched it like twice because you guys were that amazing. So
love you.
honestly, I'm so excited for today. Love you even more, friend. But yeah, guys, I'm feeling so amazing today. How are you?
I'm good. I feel like the stress has really uplifted my mood a little bit, so I'm ready for the weekend is all I'm saying.
I think it's going to be a great day today, I think, for the nominations and everything that we have. I know that you have so many things on that side of Johannesburg, so many great guests. We have the same in Cape Town. This is why we all come together like the Avengers of film and television. Maybe we should win a SAFTA right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Just an idea.
I like that. I like that, Carl. I like it. And you know what? The nice thing about us as well is that we're not just on the screen, we're also on the social media streets. Shall we get to our good morning post, guys?
I'm ready. Okay, tell me, what do you need to hear? What do you need?
Let's do it. Okay, perfect. We're celebrating the SAFTAs, Expresso family. So let's do this. For our Good Morning Post this morning, all in the name of hearing about the nominations for 2024. My friend, we want to hear your opinion. We want to know what you think, because you are the one that consumes all of the beautiful film and television that is out there, that is being put into the world by our beautiful South Africans. And we want to know, which show or person are you hoping gets a nod today for the South African Film and Television Awards nominations for 2024? You got to come through. Remember, hashtag Expresso Show. You can also send us a voice note, 063-408-8863. I'm going to tell you about somebody that I believe should be getting one, as she normally does, actually, because she's just a shining star, Rosemary Zimu. Oh, my goodness. What a thespian. She's incredible, and she's absolutely everywhere because she's that talented. Who is it for you? Let us know on hashtag Expresso Show. Right about now, though, we need to take care of business at the top of the hour. Let's check it out with the beautiful Carissa.
Thank you so much, Zanele, and I second you on Rosemary's SAFTA. I can't wait to see her step on that stage looking gorgeous. 4 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's head straight into your news. Now we get started with some national news, where South Africa's oldest wine-producing farm, Groot Constantia, is seeking assistance to recover a stolen historic brass bell weighing approximately 110 kilograms. Now this 300-year-old bell, originally from the Hoop op Constantia homestead around 1716, measures 30 to 35 centimeters. It's distinguished by its green discoloration. Now, a criminal case has been filed at the Deep River Police Station. Meanwhile, KwaZulu-Natal police have recovered stolen copper cables worth about 20 million rand from a scrapyard in Durban. A 59-year-old man who claims to be the scrapyard manager has been detained. The Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency has warned residents near the Kruger National Park, especially around Mkulu, to be cautious due to 6 escaped elephants. Residents are urged not to harm the animals. Spokesperson Simpiwe Shungube reported that efforts to return the elephants to the park have failed twice and were disrupted by community members and motorists. The team is actively working to ensure community safety and exploring other solutions to guide the elephants back to the park. Looking further afield at your international news, groups of migrants attempted to cross the English Channel from France yesterday, just a day after 12 people drowned when their inflatable boat capsized. Now, French police and the Coast Guard were present at the Wimereux beach to prevent departures, but some managed to evade them. The Channel, one of the world's busiest sea routes, poses significant dangers due to strong currents for small boats. Over 2,000 people have reached Britain by small boats in the past week. Both French and British governments have pledged to intensify efforts against illegal immigration. The Democratic Republic of Congo, the epicenter of an mpox outbreak that led to a UN global health emergency, expects its first vaccine delivery today and a second one on Saturday. Now, the World Health Organization declared the emergency last month, but vaccine shortages have hindered efforts to control the disease. WHO Chief Tedros Ghebreyesus says that the arrival of these doses should help address the significant inequity, as African countries have no access to the vaccines used in the 2022 outbreak, while they were widely available in Europe and the US. And for your 6 o'clock news, we close off with this story, which feels fitting. The first week of spring is almost over, and a must-visit destination this weekend is the West Coast National Park. Now, the park's famous wildflower season is in full bloom, painting the landscapes with vibrant hues of orange, yellow, and white. Charlene Adams, the park's manager, says heavy winter rains delayed the flowers, usually blooming in early August. But this year, they waited for spring start and should dazzle until the end of September. Last weekend, 3,300 vehicles visited the Postberg section, and even more anticipated this weekend. Adams also reminds everyone that South Africans will enjoy free entry during National Parks Week from the 9th to the 13th of September. We hope to see many more cars parked among the beautiful flowers this weekend. For now, that's where we leave your news. Let's check in with your sports. Here's Carl.
Let's take a look at the sporting action. Now, starting with cricket, David Beddingham's career best 188 powered South Africa A to a 5-wicket victory over Sri Lanka A in the final one-day match in Potchefstroom. Beddingham's 129-ball knock featuring 24s and 5 sixes helped the hosts chase down 309 with ease. Though the series was lost, the win restores confidence ahead of the upcoming red ball matches. That'll be this weekend. Now, Team South Africa added 2 more medals to their tally at the Paris Paralympic Games. Peter de Prieur secured a bronze medal in the H1 Paris cycling time trial with a time of 36 minutes, 7.05 seconds, finishing behind Italy's Fabrizio Conegliani, who took gold, and Belgium's Maxime Hordy, who claimed silver. In wheelchair tennis, Donald Rampadi and Lucas Sitola also secured bronze in the quad doubles, defeating Brazil's Leandro Peña and Yamanito Silva 6-2 and 4-6. And what great scenes that was in terms of their celebrations, all over social media. I would suggest you go check that out. On to tennis, Jack Draper advanced to his first Grand Slam semi-final at the US Open, becoming the first British man to reach the last 4 since Andy Murray's 2012 victory. Now, the world number 25 defeated Australia's Alex de Minaur 6-3, 7-5 and 6-2. And Draper will face either top seed Yannick Sinner or 2021 champion Daniel Medvedev in the semi-finals. And wrapping with athletics, Kuro High School's executive head, Pierre Leroux, confirmed that sprinting star Bayanda Walaza will continue his studies at the University of Pretoria. That's right, at home, turning down offers from the USA and Europe. The 18-year-old, who recently won both the 100-meter and the 200-meter at the World Under-20 Athletics Championships, will remain under the guidance of his coach, Thabo Matibedi, but he is staying at home despite interest from abroad. Very good news for some homegrown talent here in South Africa. That is it for your Sporting Ash for now. Another update in 1 hour, but let's take a look at the weather. And here's Zanele.
Mzansi, I always tell you, no matter the weather, as long as we're together, that's what matters, right? Let's jump on into what's happening around South Africa, starting off with what the South African Weather Service has issued, which is a yellow level 1 warning for damaging winds in the southern Free State and northern Eastern Cape, raising the risk of rapid fault fire spread. This comes as extremely high fire danger is expected in the eastern Northern Cape, southwestern Northwest, western Free State, and the northern Eastern Cape. The Free State Umbrella Fire Protection Association also warns of favorable conditions for runaway fires across large parts of the province until Sunday. Wildfires have already ravaged several areas, destroying thousands of hectares of pasture and causing livestock losses. The public is urged to be extra cautious, please, especially between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. Now, getting into something on a little bit of a lighter note is us wanting to see what's happening on your side of life. We always ask you, please share your sunrise view. So the number is 063-408-8863. It's so easy peasy. Snap that sunrise view, send it through on WhatsApp, and we show the rest of the nation what you're seeing this morning. Please, we want to see as we get closer and closer to summer. Right about now, though, let's take a look at those temperatures and how you got to dress for today.
You see the temperatures there, -1 in Sutherland.
Can't
Right, a
deal.
little chilly over there, but it's okay. We're going to warm you up with entertainment on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And still ahead of you, we've got to look at some of the incredible documentaries. We're on a SAFTAs mode today, but who knows? This one could be somewhat of a winner. And we've got Martelies Brink who's going to come through to chat to you a bit more about a documentary called Vlug na Waar. It's going to come through a little bit later. It's
I
gonna be
love
beautiful.
that. Well, speaking about entertainment, we also have something incredible for you in the form of music. German artist Nomina is going to be with us, and she's got a new single release with Shonda Paula. So we definitely know we're going to be winding and feeling good. Look at her. She looks absolutely breathtaking, and I can't wait to see what she's got for us up her sleeves. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show, and we'll see you straight after this to get to dancing and get to educating.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show right here on S3. Yes, it's Expresso, because where else would you rather be? This is where we want to be with you, making sure you're starting off your day on a high, my lovely. I did tell you, right, over the last couple of days, that it doesn't matter what time of the year, whether it is August or January or May, we will always celebrate women, which is why I'm so excited about our guest this morning. She is an international queen. From her club banger that she did with Sean Kingston called Closer to You, to now something that is absolutely special with another absolute icon. We are talking about somebody who has gone on to do the absolute most. This one is called All or Nothing. And of course, she featured Sean Paul, my friend. We are in the presence of greatness, and I'm so excited for us to be able to celebrate her because she's also in South Africa, all in the name of her brand new EP called Angel. Everybody, please welcome our international bae. It is Nomina. How are you, gorgeous?
I'm fine, dear. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I call you international bae because you were born in Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Grew up in Botswana.
Yeah.
And now you're in Germany.
Yes.
Babe, that is a crazy mix of just all these different cultures, places. How did that happen?
Yeah, it is that I was born in Zimbabwe, like you already mentioned. And then my mom originates from Zimbabwe.
Okay.
My dad is from Botswana, so I grew up in Botswana and then left then to Germany to study.
Amazing.
Yeah, so I was doing music anyways, you know, like aside, just like as a hobby, till I decided then one day that no, I have to really concentrate right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it just started as a hobby, and now look at you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And speak to me about how Germany has almost, expanded your horizons and allowed you to become the artist that you are today. What influences allowed you to do that?
It's also the culture and traveling also. You know, like when you go to different places, you get to understand how the people live. It's always like different, like me coming from all the way from Africa and then being there. So you pick up a lot of things that, like inspire you to do what you're doing.
Yes. And girl, you're doing the do, okay?
Hey.
And this is why I have to ask, with more and more people getting to know you, if someone was hearing about you for the very first time now, how would you describe your sound to them?
My sound is actually Afro-pop.
Okay.
Mixed with a little bit of R&B. And now I've embarked also to amapiano a bit.
That little bit. I get that. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. So I always try to bring in myself, the person that I am, living in Europe and also being born from this side, like bringing Africa and Europe together, because that's me, So that's my sound.
Well, you're doing it beautifully because now it is Nomina coming together with another icon, Sean Paul. And I'm so excited for South Africa to hear this song for the first time, if they are hearing it for the first time. Because for me, when I heard it, I was like, this is so beautiful.
Wow,
but how did it come about exactly?
Yeah, it was a crazy thing, honestly. It was very crazy because I just got from my agency, like an email saying, oh, those of Sean Paul, they want to work with you. And then I'm like, how?
I love it. A woman in demand.
Yeah, exactly. And it was after the song with Sean Kingston that was already out. So I think that also boosted, people also seeing that song, listening to the song and thinking, okay, maybe she can do it. But with this, it was very different because I didn't receive the song like where I have to feature.
Okay.
I had to send my songs.
Really?
So it took me 6 weeks.
Are you serious?
And they gave me 6 weeks. I couldn't.
So wait, did you come up with this specific song from scratch, or was it just a song you already had and you sent it to
I
him?
had the songs already. When I was like kind of defeated at that point, I was like, no, they gave me 3 weeks again. I was like, Nomina, you better do something. And I started going back, revisiting my songs, because I've got some albums which are not released. And then I found this, and then one song that I've just then recorded recently. And then I just sent 3 of them.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and he took 3 of them. So I'm still patiently waiting for the time and, when it's going to happen. So we have this one as the single for now, which is going to be out.
That's incredible.
Soon in September, so.
There's something about you and the Shawns, eh?
Yeah,
There's something working there. I like it. We like it, and we love it for you most importantly.
I shone an eyes, whatever I say, I shone an eyes.
Yeah, come on.
Exactly.
But now let's get into, of course, you and now working with Sean.
Yeah.
How was that experience? Were you guys kind of like talking all the time? Were you video calling? What was the vibe exactly?
No, really, mostly Jean-Paul is also very, very occupied.
Okay.
So it's not easy. We wanted to meet up in Germany. When I went back in June, July, he was there.
Yes.
But then it just didn't work out because I was also doing other things. He was also very occupied. His schedule was too tight. So I'm still hoping and looking forward to seeing him in person.
But
shooting a video or something like that, that would be great.
that would be amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's also the awesome thing about technology is the fact that you can just send people the song,
Yeah,
they finish it, you send it back.
You send it back, and
it's
they
done.
work on it, you work, and then that's it. Yeah,
That's
it's really
incredible.
cool.
Yeah. But talk to me about this beautiful EP now. What exactly can we expect from it? What are you going to be bringing us, Nomina?
Yeah, I'm so excited about this EP, to be honest, because I'm really working with huge superstars.
Yeah.
You know, here in South Africa, the likes of Nogwazi.
Ooh,
Yes.
love that.
Nogwazi, she's so easy to work with, just a very kind person, you know,
Yeah.
and very, very gifted and
Yeah,
amazing.
true.
And I also have a song with Bongo. DJ Bongo Beats, and one with DJ SK. So, and also one song which I have myself, which of course Jean-Paul jumped on, but now I'm gonna release it so that he can then release as a remix, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, this business is so hectic. You always got to find different ways to do things.
Exactly.
But the beautiful
Yeah.
thing is that you are finding your way in
Yeah,
such a great way,
sure.
Nomina. Like the fact that you are taking your music all across the world.
Thank you.
And making sure as well that you come back to the African continent. I
Yes.
think that's the most important
Africa
thing.
is the future.
Amen.
Yeah,
child.
it
Like,
is. It
even
has
Beyonce
begun
thinks
already.
so.
It has started already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is a renaissance, if you will.
Yes, yeah.
Nomina, we're so excited to celebrate your beautiful track
Thank
and
you so
everything
much.
more. And
Yeah.
this is why Expresso family, you need to make sure you stick around because this queen is not going anywhere. No. You're going to get a little bit of a taste of what to expect when we talk about her EP, but also when we talk about that song with the incredible Sean Paul. Her name is Nomina. You better remember the name. Because,
Yes,
girl,
yes.
honey, there's so much to do that has to be with her game. Right about now, though, I know that the beautiful Carissa is standing by to tell you how you can be a winner. Hi, my Carissa.
Hello, Zanella. Yes, we're going all or nothing, baby, because Diski lovers, we want you to play Sports Stake 8 fixtureless 774 for an estimated jackpot of over 1.6 million rand this Thursday. That's today. And you could score big. Now, the fixture list does close at 5:30. So what are you waiting for? Get on it right now. Play Sports Stake 8 now in store on the nationallottery.co.za website or even on the mobile app for your shot at winning big. Hashtag #BeInja Yes, we're only in the first hour of your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and so much more is still coming your way. But I'm going to hand over to Carlito to tell you more.
I've got so much for you. But first and foremost, a friend of mine is here. Martelies Brink is right here. I know, I'm getting emotional, but this talented individual will tell you all about a documentary called Vlug na Waar. It's going to be a beautiful one. And I think it's so important, the narrative of this story. You're going to need to stay there. Plus, it's going to make you a little hungry. So, creamy mushroom and thyme pasta. We've got the recipe for you on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So make sure you stay right here. This is your show. You've picked us and we pick you right back. Stay there.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Missed you so much, and now you're back here in your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and now we just have to discuss something very, very important. Now, Afrikaans radio station RSG are hosting an audio documentary series of 13 episodes each. The aim of these documentaries is to create social awareness regarding current topics, milestones, forgotten communities, and people and important literary figures. These documentaries air on Thursday nights at 8 p.m. on RSG. And joining us today is documentary maker and extraordinaire. Also, my friend, Martelis Brink, is here. And there's an episode, it's titled Vlug na Waar, which translates to a feeling to where. And this sheds light on the lives of refugees and the reasons they flee their countries. And this is why we're here today. Now, first and foremost, a documentary series of this caliber is amazing. But welcome, Martelis.
Hello, morning.
Yo.
It's too early, man. It's too early.
It's perfect. It's been so long since I've seen you, but at the same time, you're doing some great work at Addis here, putting a spotlight on certain things that I think we kind of forget.
Yeah.
You know, we live very busy lives, but in terms of choosing these stories and narratives to pick up and lift, to put into that place at 8 p.m. on Thursday nights on Addis here, I want to know a bit more about why you chose this story.
Yeah.
I think it's powerful because we know the plight of refugees across the world. Why this story?
I think it's an important topic because we don't always know that much about it. You compare, for example, refugees to general immigrants, for example,
Yeah.
completely different, same but different groups.
Yes.
You know, all refugees are immigrants, not all immigrants are refugees, for example. So I remember many years ago I was touring through Tanzania with a group, and we drove past a refugee camp, and it's just tents as far as your eyes could see.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this documentary in terms of South African refugees for 10 years. So the idea has been in my head to cover that because we've had some issues here in the Cape Town centres, for example, the challenges of refugees. I mean, one of the projects started because a person literally died of hunger in a line waiting to, apply for asylum. That person, learned of this story and then decided to start the organisation.
Yes.
One of the social workers from that organisation. As part of the documentary, I was part of 2 television documentaries about the refugees from Ukraine. Spoke to these ladies that fled their country. They can't speak a word of English. I interviewed them in the Netherlands. They can't speak a word of Dutch, never mind, or English, never mind Dutch.
Oh, my goodness.
So you get to this country, and I think there's been, if you go to YouTube and you Google refugees, Ukraine is I think 90% of the content, but we forget what's happening in places like Syria. DRC is a massive issue.
Yes.
That was one of the big, problem areas that came up in the documentary. Sudan. So these are people who are voiceless. They have no power, and you're fleeing horrific circumstances.
Is there a story that sticks out to you that you can just share that'll give us a little tantalizer for the documentary?
Yeah. It's very difficult to give a tantalizer because it's such a sensitive.
Yes.
The stories are so difficult that the social worker didn't want to give details. She said she just doesn't share the stories. You've got kids watching this in the morning, but I mean you have people that are attacked in the country they're fleeing from. Then they get attacked en route to the country they're fleeing to. Then they get attacked in the country. Where do you report to?
Yeah.
If you want to be integrated into a society. You don't want to make waves. And I'll try and state it indirectly. The one lady has 3 kids. All 3 are a result of these incidents.
Oh, okay.
Now she doesn't register them because PTSD. You've got avoidance. You don't want to focus on the topic or what you've been through. And then they don't register them. Then they have to because you need to get the kids to get access to education and to medical aid, for example.
Yes.
You've got administrative issues that Dr. Kavuro points out in the documentary where someone flees. Now, I think, okay, Cape Town might be a good choice. I flee to Cape Town with my 3 kids and my wife. You get here, they say, no, sorry, you need to apply in Pretoria. Now, that person doesn't have money to travel back to Pretoria because they don't have the resources. They stay here in the end illegally, and when they need to register for something, they say, but why? What are you doing here? Why didn't you go back? So there are many levels to the story that I think is important for people just to know about.
And thank you for your sensitivity as well. It shows me that there's a lot of purpose and care in the content, which is very, very important for these people's lives. What is the hope? When somebody hears the documentary, I'd like to know what the hope is because, number one, audio documentary, there's something powerful about it. It's a conversation whispered in somebody's ear as opposed to showing the visuals. And I think that's the power of it as well. But for you, when somebody hears this, what would you like them to take away from it? Maybe the bigger organizations as well. What's the dream?
Yes. So organizations like the Scalabrini Center is doing amazing work. Funding is always a massive issue. The one organization needed to give up their trauma counseling because of funding problems. So I think the main message that came from all three social workers I spoke to, you can't really, I speak to 2 refugees, but they don't really want to share their stories.
Yeah, I understand.
It's very difficult, and the organizations really protected refugees as well. So they won't bring someone who, who might get in trouble or whatever the case may be, or go through trauma again. So the message is also from Minister Leon Schreiber was, let's judge the individual. Let's, see who is here illegally and just want to come make some money, and who is really here because they are fleeing atrocities. And I know the problem, of course, in South Africa is we have our own problems. And I think that's why I asked that question, because a lot of people go, well, let them go back to their country, solve their stuff there. We've got our problems. Resources is a problem for people. We've got our resources, it's limited. So I understand people's reluctance to accept the plight of refugees. But so the one social workers, the last word is just judge, treat the person with respect and judge the person and look at their circumstances.
Martelies, thank you so much for the great work in this documentary. We know it's so important. The series is important on Addis here, 8 p.m. Thursday evenings. That this evening, Vlug na Waar. I think it's going to be something that you're going to have to listen to, focus in on. It's got power and great foundation and great research as well. A must hear for you, 8 p.m. this evening on Addis here.
Well, thank you for that wonderfully insightful conversation, Carl and Martelies. I hope that you stick around so that we can give you a little bit of something before you head on out of here. For now, though, let me show you exactly how to make that. Get ready to dig into a bowl of creamy mushroom and thyme pasta, speaking my language entirely. It's a dreamy mix of tender mushrooms, also fragrant thyme, and a super creamy sauce that's totally irresistible, let me tell you that much. It is perfect for a cozy night in. We know the weather is taking a bit of a dip again, so this dish is for you. It's easy, it's delicious, and it just hits the spot every time. And I personally know that Carl loves pasta, so I think, let me get this right. It's a penne?
Hey, that's correct.
But it's a long penne, eh?
Yeah, it is a long, I know. It's just actually, that's so true. That's probably the longest penne I've ever seen. Wow, okay, great.
All right, let me get started here. You're going to be that side.
Yes, please. I'm going to just support you from this side.
I'm going to put you to work, though.
I'm ready to be carb wasty today. Let's go. Let's do that. So
you got to carb up. It's almost the weekend. Come on.
Okay, that's cool. So I see you've cooked down the onions beautifully.
Yes, so the onions are caramelized. They're looking beautifully, fragrant, and also I think a little bit of sugar gets released with white onion when you cook it down a little bit, right? And then we're going to go in with some garlic. So I'm going to grate some garlic straight into here. I think the foundation of all dishes, it should be anyway, is garlic and onion. If you don't start it with that, I'm so sorry. It's never going to turn out good.
It smells really good already, because I think there's something about just making sure that the onions are going in a household where you just know something is coming. I think that's like the throwback in my mind.
Something's cooking,
Something's
baby.
happening soon, and this is great. And then obviously onion, garlic, match made in heaven.
Yes.
Also, that's going to permeate the mushrooms.
I'm telling you, and the pasta. So we've cooked the pasta al dente, and by the time you put it inside here, it's just going to soak up all the goodness of every single flavor. All right, I'm not going to get down any further because I always say my nails going to end up in here.
I was going to say, I wanted to do that for you because that manicure looks gorgeous. So
it's my birthday nails. They're still going on. Okay, we also need some thyme. So we've got some sprigs here. We're just going to put them in.
Tell me about, are you a cook at home? I need to ask because you've got a handle on those things. Even the way you handle the sprig of thyme, you can always tell. So what's happening?
I'd like to say so. I like to get in the kitchen. I like to get down and dirty in the kitchen.
That's great.
Does the kitchen love me, though, is the question.
I think it does.
Sometimes it betrays me, Carl.
No, it's working for you. Those onions are beautifully translucent as well. The smell from the garlic and the thyme is coming through. Now the mushrooms are going down. This is becoming a dish that's, honestly, it smells like a Michelin star dish.
Oh, well, give me 5 stars. I absolutely love that. It's also one of my favorite things because it's super easy. And mushrooms have that, I never know how to say this, umami taste and the texture of meat. So it feels like I don't actually need any chicken in here.
Well,
But I'm
that's the
going to
great
put you
thing.
to work, right?
No, you're welcome to as well. You
Okay.
know, the mushrooms as well, if you cook it down a bit slower than normal, I think some people like to do a full whack in
Yeah.
mushrooms. But if you cook it down slower, that umami is slowly, it's going to come out of the mushrooms. Plus,
Absolutely.
if you put your mushrooms like in an air fryer, you can get them down, like, and dehydrate them so much that they become like a seasoning additive to meals as well.
I like the way you think,
so
Carl.
I agree with you. Umami, that's like the baseline to it. And you can always just like make sure that umami goes with Worcestershire sauce as well, just to make sure that it's kicking.
You're
get that
giving us
flavour
so
in the
many
back.
lessons. Umami, whoosh-sh-sh-sh. Whoosh-sh-sh-sh. Wait,
Yeah.
stop it. Okay, go get me some cheese, please.
Cheese, okay.
I can say that word at least.
I can get you.
Whoosh-sh-sh.
Is the cheese in the
I'm gonna
fridge? I'm
stop.
gonna make sure it's in the fridge here before I go.
Please.
Is it here?
It's here.
Is it? Oh,
Surprise,
I got
surprise.
cheese.
You got some cheese. So we want to get this going creamy and delicious. So we've got cream, but the cheese is going to add in goodness too.
Okay. Oh my God.
Put
It's
that
gonna be
in.
so good. Okay, so what would you like to do to the cheese for you?
Oh, the smell, just grate it
What would you like?
to your heart's desire. Can you have too much cheese? Never.
Never. I don't think
Never.
so.
So just grate me as much as you'd like.
Okay, that's great. And then I will suppose. Let me see the dish here.
Measure it with your eyes and your heart.
Perfect. Okay, got it. I know what I want to do.
Okay.
I want
I'm
to do a
glad.
block like that. That's gonna be. That's perfect. That's great.
I like that about some cheese, Carl. You
Just-
said, but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
This already
And then
smells
you want
so
fine-
good.
Okay, no, I'm gonna do the.
Do you
the
think
big
it tastes
side.
different depending on which side you grate it
I
on?
do. Sometimes I believe that if I'm gonna make a
sound.
bechamel, I do the smaller grating side.
Oh.
But then if you're gonna do it just to kind of bring that beautiful richness into a dish, I think this is fine.
Okay.
You're gonna coat the mushrooms, it's gonna do its thing. So
Absolutely.
I've
And
got
if
that
you
covered.
cook this slowly, it won't separate,
Lovely
right?
is this
It's just going to go creamy
this
and
gouda
delicious.
slash gouda.
Gouda
Slash
is gouda.
Gouda. It's amazing. This is. Check this out.
Ooh, that looks so good. You know, cheese tax, you can eat that part.
Can I? Thank you.
Yes. For your hard labor.
This is very good.
It is delicious. I love cheese.
Got like a little subtle nuttiness,
Oh,
beautiful smoothness, great
Nice.
creaminess. That's going to add and complement to that sauciness.
absolutely.
You can cook. Sorry,
I can.
you're holding back a secret.
If Carl says I can
No,
cook,
you
then
can
I can
cook.
cook. No,
I-
listen, I've got some dishes up my sleeve, but not everything.
But
Like a
I-
good stew, I don't have that down.
But I can see already the way you're handling the temperature of the pan as well. Those mushrooms are looking gorgeous. They're absorbing all the beautiful flavors.
Yes.
And then all you want to see is the pasta, and it's going to happen right now. If you want the ingredients list and the recipe, it doesn't come with Carissa, unfortunately, but it's available on expressoshow.com. But you're doing so well there. Come on.
Yay!
This is
I
great.
think when I have a cheerleader, then I just feel like I can be the best chef ever. Like, watch out Gordon Ramsay, watch
is-
out Ruben Riffles. Like, I'm coming for your job.
Wow. No, you're going to need to. This is fantastic. Zanele needs to see you do this, man. I feel like Zanele.
In action, come on.
I'm sure you know. You've seen this. This is incredible. Carissa is holding back on a hidden talent on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And now we know we're revealing more about her on every single show. Do you feel the same way, Zanele?
Oh, 100%. She's just hiding talents. In the beginning, she said that the kitchen hates her. I thought me and, Carissa were one. She's lying. Look at what she just did now. I burned things down. Carissa's making delicious meals. Carissa, I think
Yeah.
it's time. You must start like a cooking channel, maybe, perhaps, I think.
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
for it.
Cars cooking.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I think that could be great. And can I tell
Exactly.
you, the pièce de résistance?
Oh, and look at that. Oh, come on now.
Okay,
well done.
okay, maybe more than
It
That's
one.
looks
so
so
good.
delicious.
Right? I'm so impressed with you. You have no idea. Well done, Carissa.
Thank
this
you
is
so
fantastic.
much.
Zanele, you next.
No, thanks.
Yes.
In any case, coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show, I'm scared of the kitchen, but something I'm not scared of is learning a little bit about the Roc Nation Sports family. They are absolutely transforming what it is that SA athletes are getting up to, not just in the country, but all around the world. And we're going to be hearing about it right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Also on the way, my lovely, we're going to be hearing about how it is that there has been a breakthrough in cough relief, and it's going to be unveiled. You got to stick around because we get sick, but we don't want that. We want it gone in 2 seconds. And you're going to hear how right here on Expresso. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back after this.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here on S3. And this morning we are diving into Roc Nation Sports International's impactful partnership with Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, celebrating the rise of young stars like Apelele Fasi and exploring the philanthropy that's shaping the future of South African athletes. And joining us from Roc Nation Sports International is President Michael Yormark is here, and Managing Director Mahlatse Mashua is here just to chat to you a bit more about why Roc Nation loves this nation. Mzansi. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
It is a pleasure to have both of you over here. Now, first and foremost, I need to thank you, Michael. There's something about South African athletes, all right? We've seen it all the way through, especially our rugby athletes. You see the athletes that have performed at the Olympics, even the Paralympics as well. It feels like Roc Nation has this gravitational pull towards South African athletes. What is that from your side?
I think it starts with their stories. I mean, you've got so many incredible athletes here in South Africa that have inspiring stories.
Yes.
And the first athlete that I met here was, if I go back to 2019, was Siya Kolisi. And after he lifted the Webb Ellis Trophy, not a bad one, in Japan, you know, I heard his very passionate speech, and he talked a lot about the country and what that victory meant to his country, but he also talked about his story. And I sat back and I said, you know what, that story is not only a great one for South Africa, it should not only inspire those in South Africa, it should inspire people around the world. And so that's why we're here.
Yes.
We're here to support these incredible athletes, both men and women, but we want to tell their stories, not only in South Africa, but around the world.
I'm happy that you say that, because the story is what gets every single person in those townships, in places where they think they can't get out of. If something as established as Roc Nation supports those athletes, you actually give a lot of kids in South Africa hope. You say, hey, I see my friend Siya Kolisi there from my neighborhood, and look at him now. I see all of those athletes, Mamelodi Sundowns athletes, and now suddenly I feel like I can be elevated to a global stage. So thank you for the interest and for elevating what is a great cause. In fact, talking about Sundowns, Mahlatse, the power behind Roc Nation and the Sundowns partnership, how is that going to go into the athletes themselves and developing their futures and their stories?
That's a great question. I think the incredible privilege of creating meaningful and really natural, authentic partnerships,
Yes.
which is what we are about, sees us land in a really good relationship with, I think,
Yes.
one of the most successful teams, soccer teams around here, that tells a good story. It's about
Yes.
good management, it's about inspiring stories, it's about taking the very best to the world. And to that effect, our partnership, or through our partnership, we've been able to
Yes.
get some of the young guys, the under-15 Cups, to go and participate at the KDB Cup, the Kevin De Bruyne Cup.
Oh, lovely.
Which was an amazing experience for the guys. Recently, the Sundowns ladies were able to go and participate at the Women's Cup. By the way, you know, talking about exporting our stories and telling it to the world,
Yes.
when the world gets a taste of that, they begin to say, hey, how can we
Yeah.
become part of that? And so now the Women's Cup is talking to us and saying, hey, can we come to South Africa, for instance?
Yes.
So it's about really taking our stories to the world and letting the world taste that and say, we want a part of that. And the partnership with Mamelodi Sundowns, at least an aspect of it, has been about that.
That's great. And as we said, we can't echo this enough. It's about stories. And I'm so glad that that is at the ethos of what Roc Nation does.
Yes.
I think people have a certain idea of sometimes when they would call it a sports management agency gets on board with an athlete. There's a lot of thinking around the commercial aspects of it. But I like the fact that there's storytelling. And that's so important. When I talk about storytelling, I'm talking about names like Luyolo Doi, as well as Zukisani Tom. Those are big stories. And I need to know why these were so attractive to somebody like you, Michael.
Well, listen, for us, everyone knows about some of the big stars that we represent, right?
Yes.
The Siya Kolisis, the Cheslin Kobe's. We also work with the Beast, Tendai. And those are, to some degree, finished products. But what's really interesting and exciting for Roc Nation and our company globally is going on the journey, you know, with the athlete or the artist. And so the examples that you just mentioned, the ability to inspire and motivate and mentor those young athletes, to help them along their journey from chapter to chapter to chapter, and to make sure they're doing everything right so that they can achieve all of their life goals and objectives is really what we focus on and what we care about. So as we continue to evolve here in South Africa, you're going to see that we're going to be assigning more young athletes.
Yes.
And we're going to hopefully mentor and inspire them to become whatever they want to become in life.
I'm happy that you said that, because the thing that I'm always an advocate for is that we tend to wait for heroes. We tend to get there, they need to get the cups, they need to get the big tournament wins, and then suddenly we're starting to get involved with their story. I think that the big thing for South Africa, and I want to be, a proper advocate for this, is that we can't wait for heroes. We've got to create them. We've got to create the ecosystem around them and the infrastructure around them to become heroes. And I think Roc Nation is the power behind that sentiment, which I'm so happy about. So thank you.
Well, listen, it's our pleasure. And you're seeing some of that right now.
Yes.
I was at the Springboks match on Saturday with Mahatsi, and as you think about some of the players that really shined.
Yes.
Sasha shined. Our client Apelele Fassi shined. This is the next generation. These are the young athletes that are now coming up.
Yes.
And to your point, it's not about when they're a finished product. It's about how do we inspire and mentor them and help them and guide them while they're coming through. Those are two great examples, and we want more of those here in South Africa.
It's fantastic what you're doing here with Mamelo Sanders Matlatse, as well as making sure that there are stories that are lifted by creating heroes. That's what Roc Nation is doing. So here's to many more heroes in South Africa that you find, Michael and Matlatse. And let's lift them up and bring them onto your Feel Good Breakfast show and bring them onto global stages where they belong, because you know what? They're from a good place. They're from South Africa.
That's right.
And if there's one thing about South Africans, we just know how to do it right. But no matter how fit and strong you are, staying healthy is, of course, always top of mind. And that's why we've got you. Because if you've got a cough that just won't quit, well, we've got the remedy to help you kick it to the curb. Now, our G-Man Graham recently attended an exciting launch event where the latest breakthrough is cough relief, and it was unveiled. Let's take a look.
As winter blankets Mzansi with those frosty hues and the air resonates with a cacophony of coughs, we know it is the season. We all better get ready to brace for the chill and snuggle up. But fret not, I'm at the CTICC tonight for the launch of Benylin's For Cough. Since 1975, you've been looking after us, so I can understand the level of trust, but you share such a wonderful relationship with your market. What sets you guys apart?
We've had a very clear vision all along, and that vision is for a world where cough, cold and flu sufferers can treat completely on their terms. That distills a little bit further into a mission where we use our science to ensure we can deliver a total treatment experience. And what that means is they can walk into a pharmacy, speak to their healthcare professional, and whatever cough, cold or flu symptom ails them, there's going to be a Benylin for that, and that's what we're working towards, what we continuously strive for.
And of course, you've given those pharmacists and healthcare professionals a new weapon to use in their fight against coughs in 4 ways. So how does Benylin For Cough work and address these symptoms?
We've brought in the power of nature in the humble ivy leaf into a nice concentrated formula, and where that 4-way action comes in, so it helps ease breathing, it breaks down and loosens that mucus that's in your chest, it helps reduce cough spasms, which you can imagine a lot of the time at night you're struggling to sleep, helps reduce those cough spasms as well as reduces inflammation.
When winter has us in her grips, the symptoms of cold, flu, coughs loom large, presenting a myriad of health challenges. And healthcare professionals like these have to dive into the complexities of all of these ailments and also decipher the incredible role that natural ingredients like ivy leaf can play. And these are heavy hitters. Nush, an incredible meeting of minds and all representing the front line when it comes to keeping us safe. It must be wonderful to be connected to this kind of energy tonight. What have you made of what you've heard this evening?
You know, I love what I do, but it's always easier to be able to converse that with like-minded people as opposed to you having to speak to a typical patient about it. It's a different conversation, but this evening has been super amazing. I'm really excited about the new product, especially that's been launched. So I think there couldn't have been a better time to launch a product that could actually offer that to most people.
It's a major excitement to us in the pharmacy industry because we deal a lot with geriatrics, with elderly people, We deal also a lot with people on chronic medication. And so obviously many of the formulations today will have stimulants which will have side effects. So it seems to have this four-way action which seems to work quite well to control all those symptoms.
What advice do you have for parents when it comes to treating colds and flu?
I think with parents, I wouldn't only look at winter season. I think it's very important to ensure that especially your little ones have, great immune boosters, because look, they've been exposed to creches and then in turn, you're picking it up from other kids, you're bringing it home. So I would definitely stress on immune boosters and definitely look at the alternative therapies now available, natural science alternatives.
We understand very quickly as a parent that no medicine can heal your child. Their body, their immune system has to do the fighting. You've just got to give it a chance. So if you can mitigate the effects, just deal with those symptoms, it's amazing how strong their little bodies can actually be. So having tools like this makes a big difference for a parent. An enlightening evening comes to a close, and I think it's worth us not forgetting the importance of nurturing a healthy respiratory system. In fact, if I take anything home tonight, it's going to be that the ability to breathe freely is the cornerstone of overall well-being.
Oh, the humble ivy leaf goes a long way. I'm telling you, when you touch into nature, that's all you need. The healing comes straight after.
That's it, nature. And nature is nothing to cough at, eh? Hello. Let's take it seriously and then look after the environment as well. But well done to Benylin on that one as well. There's still so much to come through to you on your Feel Good Breakfast show. I'm so glad you chose S3, isn't it?
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you chose it as well, Expresso family. Coming up, we're going to be getting into so much, but first and foremost, I want to tell you about how you need to get excited because we're going to be absolutely blown away by the gorgeous Nomina. She is in the building from Germany and she's going to be performing her brand new track. Stick around for it, okay? Also coming up, we need to celebrate some of our fellow South Africans. I'm talking about the people who are going to be nominated for the South African Film and Television Awards. Who exactly is it? Well, you're going to need to stick around to find out. It's happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Do not go anywhere. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back after this.
Win with the Tastemaster Junior and Clover. Watch this week's show and bake a creative cookie and milkshake pairing using Clover's Super M. Upload it to socials by replying to the competition post using hashtag the Tastemaster Junior and hashtag Clover Made with Love. You could win a KitchenAid Classic Stand Mixer plus a Clover hamper. Don't miss the Tastemaster Junior, Tuesday evenings at 7. Repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2. Clover Made with Love.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's still your feel-good breakfast show on S3, which means we need to be entertained, baby. And we brought the best all the way from Germany. It is Nomina. Everybody, let's give her a round of applause, please.
Spanish guy, he's so mesmerizing, Mr. Charming Prince. Te quiero, let's dance to the moon and sun. Te quiero, let's dance to the moon and sun. All or nothing, yeah, babe. All or nothing, yeah. All or nothing, all or nothing, yeah, babe. All or nothing, yeah. All or nothing. She's my African queen, the one I desire. She owns my heart. Te quiero, let's dance to the moon and sun. Te quiero, let's dance to the moon and sun. All or nothing, yeah, babe.
All or nothing with you, my girl.
All or nothing, yeah. All or nothing, yeah, babe.
Girl, you know that you're my world.
All or nothing, yeah. All or nothing.
Girl like you with a guy like me. Yeah, you know it's all or nothing. Let's get together, just you and me. Cause here we go. All or nothing. I want nothing but your love. Rather die with it, you feel like you're something from above. Your love is not enough, but give me all you got in trust, and I'll never break your heart, girl. She got a move that make me sway to the dance all eyes. And every single move she make, I got it in my sights. Her body moving on display in the dance all eyes. Me falling for your love, me waiting for your long, long time, girl. Me waiting for your long, long time, yeah.
All or nothing, yeah, babe.
All or nothing with you, my girl.
All or nothing, yeah. All or nothing, yeah, babe.
Girl, you know that you're my world.
All or nothing, yeah. All or nothing. Hey, fresh, I love you, babe.
Nomina, hey fresh, I love you, babe.
Papito, hey, fresh, I love you, babe.
Nomina, hey fresh, I love you, babe.
I want you for life, babe. Share with you my hashtag. Give you all my kisses. Share with you my night. I want you for life, babe. Share with you my hashtag. Give you all my kisses. Share with you my night. All or nothing, yeah, babe. All or nothing, yeah. All or nothing. All or nothing, yeah, babe. All or nothing, yeah. All or nothing. Hey, fresh, I love you, babe.
Nomina, hey fresh, I love you, babe.
Hey, fresh, I love you, babe.
Nomina, hey fresh, I love you, babe.
Thank you. Incredible stuff. We were dirty winding here in studio. I hope that got you moving and grooving. But now, though, it's just gone 2 minutes after 7. Let's check in with your news before we head into more of your feel-good breakfast show. Now, we start up with national news, where Minister of Police Senzo Mqunu acknowledges the police involvement in crime is a severe issue. At a police portfolio committee meeting yesterday, he admitted that crime intelligence is deficient, citing skills shortages, inadequate technology, and administrative gaps. Meanwhile, committee chairman Ian Ian Cameron highlighted extortion as a major threat to the economy and social well-being, urging immediate action. Cameron commended the minister's commitment to addressing this issue and stressed the need for improved investigative capabilities and that the Hawks should be properly equipped to carry out their duties effectively. Now, sticking with news in the country, South Africa's oldest wine-producing farm, Roc Constantia, is seeking assistance to recover a stolen historic brass bell weighing approximately 110 kilograms. Now, this 300-year-old bell, originally from Hoop op Constantia homestead around 1716, measures 30 to 35 centimeters and is distinguished by its green discoloration. A criminal case has been filed at the Deep River Police Station. Meanwhile, KwaZulu-Natal police have recovered stolen copper cables worth about 20 million rand from a scrapyard in Durban. A 59-year-old man who claims to be the scrapyard manager has been detained. Moving on to international news, China has pledged to encourage its major companies to invest in Nigeria, which in turn is open to Chinese firms building factories and developing its energy and mineral resources. China expressed its desire to help Nigeria diversify and grow its economy, including support for its e-commerce and logistics sectors. The two countries agreed to enhance regional monetary cooperation and boost bilateral trade. China will also assist Nigeria in improving its military technology and capabilities. Now, the meeting precedes a summit of 50 African nations in Beijing aimed at strengthening China-Africa relations. Groups of migrants attempted to cross the English Channel from France yesterday, just a day after 12 people drowned when the inflatable boat capsized. French police and the Coast Guard were present at Wimereux Beach to prevent departures, but some managed to evade them. Now, the channel, one of the world's biggest sea routes, poses significant dangers due to strong currents for small boats. Over 2,000 people have reached Britain by small boats in the past week. Both French and British governments have pledged to intensify efforts against illegal immigration. At 7 o'clock, we close off with a story all about bringing in spring. With the first week of spring almost over, and a must-visit destination this weekend is the West Coast National Park. Now, the park's famous wildflower season is in full bloom, painting the landscape with vibrant hues of orange and yellow and also white. Charlene Adams, the park's manager, says heavy winter rains delayed the flowers, usually blooming in early August. This year, though, they waited for a spring start and should dazzle until the end of September. Last weekend, 3,300 vehicles visited the Postberg section, and even more are anticipated for this weekend. Adams also reminds everyone that South Africans will enjoy free entry during National Parks Week, and that happens between the 9th to the 13th of September. So take those dates down and make sure that you also head over to see the flowers in full bloom. That's where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Here's Carl with the latest in sports.
Let's start off with cricket. Now, David Beddingham's career best of 188 powered South Africa A to a 5-wicket victory over Sri Lanka A in the final one-day match in Potchefstroom. Beddingham's 129-ball knock featuring 24s and 5 sixes helped the host chase down 309 with ease. Though the series was lost, the win restores confidence ahead of the upcoming red ball matches. That'll be this weekend. Now on to the Paralympics. Team South Africa, I am so proud. They added 2 more medals to their tally at the Paris Paralympic Games. Pieter du Preez secured a bronze medal in the H1 Paris cycling time trial. That was with a time of 36 minutes, 7.05 seconds, finishing behind Italy's Fabrizio Conegliani, who took gold, and Belgium's Maxime Audi, who claimed silver. In the wheelchair tennis, what scenes? Donald Rampadi and Lucas Sitole earning bronze in the quad doubles, defeating Brazil's Leandro Peña and Yamanito Silva, 6-2 and 4-6. Their celebrations were definitely something to make anybody's day. Now, let's stay with tennis. Jack Draper advanced to his Grand Slam semi-final at the US Open, becoming the first British man to reach the last 4 since Andy Murray's 2012 victory. Now, the world number 25 defeated Australia's Alex de Minaur 6-3, 7-5 and 6-2. And Draper will next face, hear this, top seed Yannick Sinner in the semi-finals. And let's wrap things up with athletics. Kuro High School's executive head, Pierre Leroux, confirmed that sprinting star Bayanda Walaza will continue his studies. That'll be at the University of Pretoria, turning down offers from the USA as well as Europe. The 18-year-old, who recently won both the 100-meter and the 200-meter at the World Under-20 Athletics Championships, will remain under the guidance of his coach, Thabo Matebedi. And that is it for your sport for now. Of course, another update in 1 hour, but let's take a first look at your traffic for the morning. Here's Zanele.
We most definitely don't want you to get stuck in traffic. So, my love, let's take a look at what's happening around South Africa. Starting off in Gauteng, Pretoria, traffic is at a standstill at Mabopane Highway. Heavy delays are expected, so plan accordingly and make use of an alternative route if possible. Going over to Cape Town and Kuils River, there's congestion along the R300 North at N1 inbound ramp, rather. Delays are expected to allow for some added travel time, please. Let's take a look, though, at what's happening with your weather right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 1 warning for damaging winds in the eastern, or rather southern Free State and northern Eastern Cape, raising the risk of rapid veld fire spread. This comes as extremely high fire danger is expected in the eastern northern Cape, southwest and northwest, and the western Free State and northern Eastern Cape. The Free State Umbrella Fire Protection Association also warns of favorable conditions for runaway fires across large parts of the province until Sunday. Wildfires have already ravaged several areas, unfortunately, destroying thousands of hectares of pasture and causing livestock losses. The public is urged to be extra cautious, please, especially between 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. For now, though, we always love to have a look at what's happening on your side of life when it comes to those sunrise views. We have to give a very big shout out to this person because, honey, you are taking pictures like you've been paid. I absolutely love it. Musnuna from Cape Town has shared something so special, so gorgeous. I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my goodness, that orange, lovely haze. Thank you. You've blessed all of us, and we want to see what's happening on your side. Send us your sunrise view on 063-408-8863, please, and let's share with the rest of the nation. For now, though, let's take a look at what's happening with your temperatures. Brr. It's cold in here.
Oh, I remember
We
this.
must get some feel-good show in your atmosphere.
Oh, Expresso.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. We've changed the song for good reason. We're very excited because today we've got our SAFTA nominees. The announcement is happening right here in your Feel Good Breakfast Show, so stand by. We've got a bunch of different categories. And, of course, remember on social media, we're still asking you about the SAFTA awards that you want to see. So lift some of your favorite film and television programs up there on 063-408-8863.
I'm so excited about it. We also have the structured or docu-reality series category that we definitely need to get into, a very exciting one. And we're also going to be talking to the person putting together the SAFTAs. It's going to be very, very cool to find out what the behind-the-scenes look of it all is really about. So it's your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Yeah.
We're going to sing until you come back. Yeah. Come back. Come back. Come back.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And just like that, we're back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for spending your morning with us. And you came at a good time, let me tell you. I'm so excited about the SAFTAs. And joining us right now is Onke Dumeko. Now, she's the head of operations for the South African Film and Television Awards, also known as the SAFTAs. It's the awards that honors and celebrates and also promotes the creativity, the quality and the excellence of South African film and television. Not only its productions, but also its talent. And it also serves to encourage entrepreneurship and the development of new talent within the industry. I bet you didn't know that. Now she's here to get excited with us about the SAFTA nominations, which Expresso will announce in a moment or two. What an honor. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank
my
you
gosh,
very much.
You look so good, girl. Do this with the sleeves, because I feel like both of our
Do this
sleeves
with
are
the-
sleeving
Yeah.
today. Well, let's get into the SAFTAs. I mean, I think year to year, we get so excited about this time of the year. As South Africans, we are glued to our screens. Whether it's soapies or movies, we love to see it. So tell me more about the SAFTAs and what it takes to put it all together.
So the National Film and Video Foundation, otherwise known as the NFVF, are the custodians of the SAFTAs. The SAFTAs have been around for 18 years this year. And they honor, they recognize the industry across film and TV. So I think they play such an incredible role in industry feeling like their work is worth it. Absolutely. I think on a personal level, that's what the recognition does, that it just gives you that assurance that all your hard work means something. And then on a community level with your peers, because our jury members are people from the industry, right? It further extends that acknowledgement. And then I think just in terms of a person's career, to get a SAFTA nod, it really, really does shift the needle where it's necessary sometimes. So I mean, that's what the awards are. I think they are the premier, right, film and television awards on the continent. And celebrating South African artists that really, really play their part.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that what we do is actually a work of service, right? And sometimes it does go unnoticed, but we love what we do, so we'll do it every day. But to get that acknowledgement, that little bit of a nod of approval, it does actually feel really great.
Absolutely.
And that merit is definitely well-deserved and well-earned. It's 30 years of democracy this year, and I know across the whole country we've been celebrating this month in particular is Heritage Month.
Yeah.
So why not also speak to that? And I mean, Isidingo, for example, I grew up watching it and I knew that they always would touch on the relevant topics happening in South Africa. They would really help steer the right boat when it comes to talking about democracy and talking about issues that we still are dealing with in South Africa. How do you feel like the film and television industry as a whole really contributes to our democracy?
So, I mean, the industry contributes to the economy, right? If we start there, you're talking about an industry that's worth 7.1 billion rand. In the absence of something like COVID, which contracts its value to about 2.9 billion. So the industry in itself is such a huge economic driver. And I think with time, that investment, additional investment will come into it, especially with, you know, a new minister who's very passionate about the industry. I think a lot is still yet to come. And I think in the context then of the democracy and everything that democracy represents, the industry really, really is at the forefront of, I guess, communicating the cultural heritage, communicating, you know, all of the different nuances that come into the forefront. If you think of things like social cohesion, film and television are the perfect channel for that, right? So I think throughout the years, film and television have always really been at the center of communicating the journey of the democracy. And that's important because when you look back on where the country's come in these 30 years, the different telenovelas and soapies that we've seen over the 30 years, the different dramas, the different magazine shows, right? The different films, documentaries, all of this content will always be there to tell the story of South Africa's journey. So I don't think there's any industry that's more important, right? To celebrate and really, really serve as like such a teaching tool about our democracy.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree. And also kind of enveloping it in entertainment, you know? So it's really good to be able to digest these topics that sometimes feel quite heavy, but then you're watching it and you're like, oh, actually, yes, let's talk about this. Let's bring it to the table at 7 o'clock at our family time, and it's going to be okay. And that is how we're going to continue moving forward. 30 years, 30 more years, please. Can we please have this? I wonder what you think the future of the film industry is going to look like in South Africa. I mean, if we see how far we've come in terms of our productions, it's at an international level at this point. Where do you see us going?
Further.
Yeah.
Further than that. Yes. I think we are at a very, very important time in the industry. I think I touched on it before. I think the current political climate is really, really, it's a good thing for this industry. I think it hasn't been anything. I think this industry needed it the most. And what we will see is a lot more of a collective effort in getting this industry to where it needs to be, because that's essentially what you need. You know, film and TV, I think they touch on areas that live outside of what you would typically think, especially in the context of, like, you know, digital and all of those things that come with it. There's a lot more collective effort that's needed to get this industry where it can be. I think currently, in terms of the volumes of the films that we create, we have an industry, we have a demand, we have a cohort of filmmakers that can create a lot more volumes. I think it's just an issue of funding. But once you get those different components right, do you know what I mean? The sky is definitely the limit. And I think, I mean, South Africa really is a production destination of choice. You have a lot of international feature films that shoot in parts of South Africa, particularly Cape Town. You know, that just already shows you, right, the type of potential that's there. You just need the right ingredients and, you know, the right combination of them, and you have a much better product in the end.
Beautiful.
Great weather, you know, very well experienced cast and crew. So we have all of those ingredients that you need. But once we get to a point where the investment is at the level it should be at.
Come on now. Telling you, like you said, the sky is the limit. Well, we are so privileged and honored to be able to announce some of those categories today and the nominees that are within it. I mean, what a time to be alive and to be South African and to be tuned into your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you'll stick around, because you have to be here, part of the excitement of what we're doing today. And we look forward to the next 30 years of beautiful, in fact, 18 years of beautiful SAFTA awards. Stick around on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I think Carl's got something for you.
Exciting times, lifting all of these hardworking individuals in the film and television industry here in South Africa. And today, we asked you about the SAFTAs 2024. Is there a show or a person you're hoping gets the nod for their contribution to film or television? Just share those thoughts. 063-408-8863, the easiest number in South Africa. Let's take a look at some of your nominees. First one, Teresa saying, good morning, my beautiful, beloved Expresso fam. Most definitely, my Feel Good Breakfast Show. It deserves a nod for their contribution to television. Oh, yes, oh, yes. By the way, can I just say thank you so much? Like, just, you're going to make me emotional, but we'll take it. We'll take it at least once, maybe twice, if it's going to be there. Hopefully it will be. Then, Sunny saying this, honestly, to me, Expresso show deserves it, as guys are killing it. It's the best ever morning show that I've ever known, and I watch you guys each and every single day as I prepare myself to go to work. By the way, these comments haven't been lifted because they mention Expresso. We've just picked them at random. Thank you. Let's see if there's more. There should be more. Okay, here we go. My Matsotso saying, gee, man, I agree. Graham is honestly somebody who has served this industry for a bunch of decades. Like, it feels like he's been doing this for 50 years, even though he doesn't look a day over 80. And that guy, really, he is one of the top-notch presenters in South Africa, without a doubt. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Jokes aside, G-Man is an absolute legend, and I love him so much. And this is why I agree he deserves it. Anything else that's coming through here? Jamana saying, more, lekker dag vir julle. My nomination goes to Expresso. I promise you, we chose this at random. We didn't want to, like, this is just a random selection. We picked the comments and then we just went, that one. So this is just a random selection. Thank you. This is fantastic. It really is. I'm emotional, but I'm going to try and hold it back because we do have some nominations to go through. So if you have any more of them, please, 063-408-8863 or find our post on social media. Carissa needs to join me now because we are officially getting ourselves ready for the announcement of our first category and some of those nominations exclusive to S3 and your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, remember, the SAFTA celebrate 18 years of the South African Film Television Awards. It is fantastic, and we unveiled the highly anticipated nominees from our favorite television shows, programs, actresses, actors, television presenters that really stood out.
Absolutely. Now, without wasting any more time, we've got to get into these nominees. We're very excited. All right. Carl, are you ready?
I am indeed. Now,
I hope you're ready too.
Let's go. All right, the moment you've waited for. In fact, Carissa, you take this moment. I want you to do it.
I'm going to do it.
All right.
The nominees for the structured or docu-reality show category are... Dum dum dum.
Film and Television Awards are back in their 18th edition. Here are your nominees. In the category of Best Structured or Docu-Reality Show, the nominees are...
That's it.
Beautiful work. Congratulations to all of you for even being nominated. That is such a nod and definitely a push in the right direction. That Sex and Pleasure documentary, I'm pretty sure Kim Vogel is behind that.
Yeah.
And such incredible and important work that many people are doing.
You know, there are more nominees to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've got a couple of categories to get through. And, of course, SAFTA's 18 coming at you right here in S3. So make sure you stay right there. And remember, if you want to weigh in with any of your personal nominations, please feel free on social media. And that number is 063-408-8863. And we'll be back with many more nominations for the SAFTA's 18 in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, one such thing that you can actually look forward to is the variety show nominations, my love. That's going to be coming up right here on Expresso. How exciting is this? We get to share in the nominations together as this beautiful Expresso family, all about all of the people who are doing really great in the film and television industry. And I love that we get to celebrate. But also on the way, you need to make sure you do not go anywhere because, my friend, we are going to be getting into Tropical Island of Treasure. SAFTA award-winning show. If you did not know, we get to win, or rather we get to hear about one of the very first contestants who is from the Consumers, who's coming through. Her name is Gloria Ngobo. It's going to be beautiful, so do not go anywhere. We're going to take a short break, forgive me, and we'll be back after this.
Enter the Maggie Cook the Difference competition, and your Maggie recipe stands a chance of being featured in the Maggie Cookbook, winning you one of 10 sets of SETA accredited courses, each worth 10,000 Rand, plus a chance at the grand prize and a brand partnership with Maggie worth over 275,000 Rand. Competition runs 7th of August to the 15th of September. Entry details and T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are feeling good, let me tell you, because we get the absolute honor and opportunity to announce some SAFTA nominations.
All right, it's that time of the year where we celebrate 18 years of the South African Film Television Awards, SAFTA, and unveil the highly anticipated nominees from our favorite television shows, programs, actresses, actors, and television presenters that really stood out for you.
Absolutely. Now, without wasting any more time, because we've spoken a lot, we've got to get into the nominees. So who could it be?
All right, so here it comes. This is a big category. The nominees for the variety show category are...
In the category of Best Variety Show, here are your nominees.
Congratulations to the three very, very deserving nominees. Congratulations to each and every one of them. Your hard work has now paid off, and now it is over to the SAFTAs to lift our winners. So thank you so much. And this is the great thing. I think that having something like the SAFTAs, it enriches the South African television industry, the film industry. When you work this hard, there's often the cherry on top is having an audience enjoy, but especially when you are given your flowers, there's something about that that's motivating and inspires the future of the South African film and television industry to walk into these places and say, you know what, there is something very special for me and I can make a career out of this. And it's a quality career, and you can feel that with every production that you hear that has been nominated today.
Oh, what a special moment. And also, let's give people flowers while they can still smell them, right? Let's not wait until they pass and then it's like, oh, look at this moment. I thought you were giving me flowers.
No, you said give people their flowers. I had this available.
Okay, you know
there
what?
we go.
I'll take my own flower, Carl.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
There we go.
Best TV presenter is. That is your second SAFTA nomination. We still have so many more coming your way, and we can't wait because your Feel Good Breakfast Show is about to get better.
Oh, guys, you guys are my best TV presenters, okay? I'm so excited for us to see that category. However, Sport at 10, come on, SABC. I need to give Andile a phone call because this is incredible. There's still so much more, just like you heard from Carissa. However, my lovely, right about now, from a SAFTA Award-nominated show to a SAFTA Award-winning show, we're talking about none other than Tropica Island of Treasure, having won last year, and it is back, baby, with season 11. It is all about Zanzibar and what went down. And we, my friend, are going to be hearing about a whole lot more over the next couple of weeks. But we're getting started right here, where we are getting to meet our first consumer contestant. Her name is Gloria Ngobo, and she is someone who is taking social media by storm. But now she's going to be taking the screens by storm. Watch this. This is the lady.
My name is Gloria Ngobo. I am 29 years old. I currently reside in Hillcrest, and I am a content creator as well as influencer. Gloria is a courageous woman who is on a journey of finding herself, being herself, and embracing herself. A lover of life. I love to run. I am currently enjoying content creation and influencing, and I really love my family. What made me enter Tropica Island of Treasure season 11, with social media and so many people being on my side and rooting for me, they tagged me on a post where it was showed that the auditions are open, and everyone was like, enter, 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 enter. And being the courageous woman that I am, I thought, let me enter. I've looked at the celebrities, and my favorite is Ngobile. I really love Ngobile. She's a strong woman. She's a powerful woman. However, I do think that you need strength of a male partnered up with a female. So in that case, I would go for Bobby. I am looking forward to the experience on the island. I've never been on TV. I've never shot a TV show. So it's a new experience for me. I'm looking forward to embracing that, meeting new people and connecting and networking. My favorite Tropica flavor would be pineapple and mango and peach. What I'm willing to take away from Tropica Island of Treasure is definitely the exposure. I think it will be so great for my personal brand and for my growth. I am ready to push myself to higher limits so that I can see what I'm capable of. So I'm ready to take away some beautiful learnings and to show myself that I'm capable, which I always do. And of course, I want to take away my share of that 1 million rand.
What can I tell you about Gloria? I can tell you that Gloria is a God-fearing woman. She is courageous, she is hardworking, she is determined, and she's my better half. She has all the traits needed to conquer the Tropica Island challenge. It's the fact that she's both physically and mentally strong. She's proven that time and time again. There's many instances, but one of them in particular is the fact that she was able to complete the Comrades Challenge with the injury. So I think it's that grit, it's that hard work, it's that dedication that will set her apart.
I think what sets me apart from the rest of the contestants would be my personality, tenacity, and also resilience. Like, I don't allow the fear of pain or pain get to me. I know that life is hard. I know that you fall, but you get back up again. So I really think it's my tenacity as well as resilience. Should I win my share of this 1 million rand, I am definitely going to invest some in growing my brand and my business that I'm working on. And I would definitely look after my family. There are a few things that I would love to do for them to help them.
Kushuthi uba proud wami ngoba umntanami ngenzela zonke izinto into nje ngidingayo angihlupheki mangabe nje ngimtshela ukuthi ngidinga ukuthi uyangenzela ngoba nala ngihlala khona uyena ongirentelayo so nje kuhle ngiproud ngaye ngenxa yanako lokho konke kuhle nje. Mntanami ngikufisela konke okuhle ngifisa ukuthi uphumelele uyiwine leyo competition siqhubeke sijabule kube mnandi ekhaya konke nje kuhle ngiyabonga.
Winning Tropica would absolutely mean the world to me. It would mean that I've showed myself how capable I am, how courageous I am, and how stepping into the unknown can push me into wonderful places.
Oh my goodness. Can you see what a beautiful girl she is? Doing everything for the world, but also just making sure that she's a shining light on social media. I absolutely love her, just like all our other contestants on Tropica Island of Treasure Season 11. Zanzibar is about to be a treat and a half, honey, and it is going to be on your screen each and every Saturday from the 28th of September at 6 p.m. on S3 and then on SABC 9 p.m. And that is where you will catch the repeat. However, I hope you're ready. We're going to be meeting more of our contestants. It's going to be so exciting. And don't forget, hey, it is a SAFTA winning show. Thank you very much. Make sure you do not go anywhere. You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show, my friend.
Yeah, speaking about SAFTAs, we still have many more nominations to come your way in the breath and in the light of course, Best TV Presenter. Who could it be? We wonder. Somebody said G-Man. Let's see if he made the cut.
I'm hoping so. That man is an absolute legend. But also still ahead of you, all these nominations make me hungry, and Chef Clem is about to turn a butternut into a better nut. That's going to be fantastic. We've got a recipe for you, and that is called the butternut girasoli. It's something that I'm sure he learned when he traveled overseas, so we'll get a bit more of that, and of course the recipes on expressoshow.com as always. So stay there. TV presenter and good butternuts on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Yum.
Yum.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is a Thursday, a Klein Vrydag, and we're going to welcome in the weekend in the best way that we know how, because it's that time of the year where we celebrate 18 years of the South African Film and Television Awards. That, of course, is the SAFTAs, and we unveil the highly anticipated nominees from your favorite television shows, also your programs, your actresses and actors that you love to follow, and television presenters that really, really stand out.
All right, without wasting any more time, let's get into the nominees for a very special category. Carissa and I know all about this category because perhaps this is our occupation. It's the nominees for the TV presenters category, and this is a public vote. Let's take a look.
Ooh.
In the category of Best Television Presenter, here are your nominees.
Oh my word. Okay, so there were some names there, and I think just randomly, Carissa, let's just call some people for another thing that we had to chat about. Remember the lifestyle thing that we said?
Yes.
With Kutle Adams, we said.
Yeah.
Remember, we said Kutle Adams. Kutle, thanks a lot for joining us. We just wanted to chat to you about a lifestyle question. Is that okay with you?
Good morning, Kutle.
No problem. Good morning, you guys.
Oh, you're looking stunning, babe.
The lifestyle question is, how does your lifestyle change knowing that you are a SAFTA nominated TV presenter, my queen? Yes! Don't make me cry, Kutle. Don't do it.
For Expresso Show, that's you, girl.
Oh my gosh, you guys are so sneaky.
Yes, lifestyle program. Come on, Kutle.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
are you being
goodness.
serious? I missed it. Wait. Are you serious?
You lived it. That's the best part about it. And you
Oh.
absolutely are so deserving, Queen. Congratulations. When I saw your name, I almost lost my mind because wow, wow, wow. We've been seeing it and we just want to give you your flowers. And now they're here.
Carissa, thank you so, so much. I literally, I have no words because this has completely taken me aback. My brief was we're catching up. We're having a normal chit-chat
Yes.
as, Expresso presenters. I really wasn't expecting this nomination. So I'm just like overwhelmed with emotion. Because I started on Expresso back in 2019. I was 22, 23. Fast forward, I'm 28, and getting this recognition for me, is a big deal. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
You know, Kutle, there was a certain show that you and I did, and I told you you belong here. I'd still like to say that to you within these names for the category. I think that you definitely do, and I hope that you are hearing that, because you do deserve this incredible nomination. You're a hard worker. Whenever we see you on screen, it lights up. Whenever you cover any sort of insert, I think you give it so much personality that I think sometimes the brand itself is like, oh, did we have that much personality? I didn't know that. It's because of you, Kutle. In fact, like your name, you make everything beautiful, and that's why you were nominated.
Paul, you're literally just gonna make me cry. I woke up so early this morning to do this makeup, and now what you're doing is not right. Okay? But I really, really, really do appreciate it. I wouldn't have it any other way. And obviously, I'm appreciative of your support. I mean, we were hosting the Craft Awards last year, so it's really a full circle moment that you and Carissa are basically sharing the good news with me on Expresso, the platform that catapulted my career to greater heights. I'm really, really just filled with so much emotion. I'm really, really excited. As soon as you guys drop this call, I am going to weep, okay?
No weep on camera. We've got
weep.
the tissues ready for you.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, wow.
how are we celebrating?
You're going to have to. You have to come to Cape Town and come celebrate with us, Kutle. It's one of those things. But do remember that we enjoy the fact that we get a chance to work with somebody as great as you. And I know you're saying, like, now we're here. You are far, from done, my queen. You are way, way, way at the beginning of your career, and I'm looking forward to it. And I've said this to you before, there's still so much more to come. There are more stages that you belong on. And I think for this to just be an acknowledgement, I hope that it motivates you and it tells you that you're going in the right direction, because you are. You stay humble, professional, and I get excited every single time I see you get an opportunity, whether it be an MC gig to a TV gig. My heart is full. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, Carl. Hopefully next time, I'll have the words to respond and reciprocate this energy. But right now, I am speechless, okay? I am stunned. But I do want to, extend or express my gratitude to the platform, to NFVF, to the SAFTAs for recognizing the work that we do. I'm just really overwhelmed.
I'm really sorry that we blindsided you. In fact, Carissa, we need to have the butternut recipe. Remember with Chef Clem? If you don't mind getting into that though for a second.
Congrats again, Kutle. We love you, girl.
We're gonna cook for you to celebrate,
Love
Kutle.
you guys!
We do love you so much and enjoy. And now that you know, you can actually watch the nomination moment again on YouTube. Don't worry, that'll be available to you. But Kutle, as I said before, I'm gonna say it to you again, you belong here in this moment. You belong here. It is yours. So enjoy it, okay?
Thank you. I love you so much, you guys. Mwah. Thank you.
Mwah! Kutle Adams, look at that. Our nominee, our very own, on your Feel Good Breakfast Show representative when it comes to the SAFTAs in the TV presenter category. Remember, it is a public vote. And can I tell you, we are going to plug proper for that public vote right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. As we get into a beautiful recipe, we have got something exotic, something beautiful, and it has something to do with simple butternut with a complex and amazing individual who is Chef Clem, taking you through all of the ingredients, recipe on expressoshow.com. But let's get into butternut becoming better nut.
That's for sure. This butternut's going to be turned into better nut because of Chef Clem. And I'm going to say that we're making this recipe especially for you, Kutle, because you absolutely deserve to look good and eat good at the same time, okay? Chef Clem, I'm going to try. It is the butternut girasoli, and this one especially is from people that have been making pastas since 1882. 1882? Excuse me? Well, the last time he did an Italian recipe, Zanele almost went up in flames. We have to have another look at this because honestly, that also caught me off guard.
You do this every day. You do this every day, so
Can
you're fine.
I do it or not?
No, you must.
Okay,
Come,
okay. Here we go. Are you ready, Mzansi?
Like a bit of a tip, little bit of a tip, and shake. We are professionals. We are professionals. Do not try this at home, okay? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Yeah, goodness. It's one of those, don't try this at home, please, Chef Clem.
Also, what the viewers don't know, because the camera angle was pretty close, if the camera angle was wide, you would see how high that flame went. I was so worried, but I was ready, but I was so worried.
I'm just going to say, Zanele's rocking a bob today. Is there any correlation between these two things? Please tell us, Zanele, are you okay, girl?
Carissa, I will not comment if me rocking a bob is in connection with that weave that you saw on that day. However, I'm traumatized all over again. And this is why earlier on, Carl, when you said to me, Zanele, you're next, you're going to step in the kitchen. I said, no. Do you see how dangerous it is? I'm fine, right over here. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave it to you guys. And honestly, Chef Clem must stay there in Cape Town. Also, I'm scared, okay? But guys, I'm alive. That's what I can tell you. I'm alive.
And we're glad that you're still with us, please.
Thank you, exactly. Also, let me also just note that I was a little bit sick that day. So, you know, that scream, it was from the sickness. Right. Perfect.
I'm sure.
It's now a good time to tell Zanele I'm going to be doing more segments in Joburg.
Well. You'll see Chef Clem soon.
Look at that.
Like, what do I have to do? Do I need to go for fire lessons? Sure, Chef Clem.
Now, you guys have to have a fire extinguisher just on the side,
We
just
do.
in case.
At all times, right over there. There we go. Okay, pasta.
Thank you, Zanele. Yes, we're getting into some girasoli. Did I say that right?
You did.
It's going to taste good regardless of how I say it. How do we make this? I know burrata is also involved.
Absolutely.
Tell me more.
So I'm going to go a little plant-based with the offering because I love that Woolies have plant-based filled pastas. But then I'm gonna upset everyone and put some beautiful cheese on it at the end. Because I'm just gonna show you variety.
Yes.
So let's do a little bit of a swap quickly.
Yes, please.
So, like you said, made in Italy, Bertagni.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you hit the G when you pronounce it. They've been making it since 1882.
That's insane.
That is wild. I mean, like...
That's like BC.
Well, okay, we'll take it.
We'll go with it.
Also, the fact that they're using durum wheat, traditionally made the authentic Italian way.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely like mind blown. And then they come out with a plant-based offering. So someone like Grant Hines, you know, he's covered. He's amazing. So like, let's talk about how we're gonna make it. Super simple. That's what I love about it. You don't need the scissors. But anyway, let's just go with the scissors.
Yeah.
Super simple. What you're gonna do is open it, get a pot of boiling water with a little bit of salt. Okay.
Gotta season our food.
You gotta season the food, season the water.
Yeah.
And what happens back in the day, people used to say when it starts floating to the top, it's done. That's kind of changed because they kind of float to the top already. How you can tell is you can see there's a more dense section in the middle.
Yeah.
Once that turns an even color matte, you're good. Then you're done. So if you want to speed up the process, pop a little lid on it, just slightly ajar to keep the heat inside the pot.
But butternut wouldn't go as long as, say, like a meat bolognese center inside the ravioli.
Well, it's already been cooked. The filling's been cooked for you. So all you're doing is you're cooking the pasta, which is a fresh pasta, and that cooks in about 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes even quicker.
I love this.
If you got your water on like a rapid boil, it'd be like a minute and a half.
Come on now.
So let's talk about some sauces.
Yes, please.
Okay. When it comes to pasta, the pasta is always supposed to be highlighted. But we as South Africans love saucy food.
We do.
So Woolies are coming through with the sauces as well. And this is my favorite. This is the olive the stir-fry sauce. Stir-through sauce, sorry. It is so intense. And the olives, if you're someone that doesn't like the intense flavor of olives, you're fine.
Okay.
The olives get mixed up in there and just add like another dimension to it. And this is all you need. So I've got olive oil in the pan, but if you're feeling a little different, what you can do is I add some butter to it. And then obviously we know that butter burns very quickly.
Yes.
So as I add the butter, I start getting some of the pasta water in, getting some of the girasili in there, and then I add the pasta sauce. And the pasta water thickens the sauce and helps it bond to the pasta.
Of course. I personally feel like I'd eat this out the jar.
You could.
I love an olive-based anything.
I mix this through softened butter, and I make like a flavored butter that goes on a steak. I just do like this, base it over chicken.
Yum.
This sauce is an absolute go-to.
Game changer.
If you make a stew and it's lacking, I don't want to say personality. It's lacking. It's lacking that you know. This is what you add to your stew, and then it just adds that intense umami flavor from the tomatoes and from the olives. Because this takes quite a long time of cooking to get that flavor intensified. Just add that to your stew.
So it's quite concentrated.
Add that to your stew.
So I was going to say it's a small jar, so that means you don't need the whole thing.
You don't need the whole thing, but if you want to add the whole thing, you could. Go for it. Go for it. Okay, so what's happening now is you can kind of see.
I can tell.
That kind of has got like a more even color, and we're good. It's kind of puffed up as well.
Out.
So what I'm going to do now is let's go with the sauce first. We can do this is a one-person job, but you know I'm always keen for a job that takes one person, but let's be 3 doing it. Okay, cool. So you're going to add a little bit of that sauce to.
What is a little bit like that? More?
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, cool. And I turned the heat off, but you know what? That's perfectly fine. So heat back on.
Oh, that smells divine.
And the reason I add, I don't know why I've got 2 spoons in my hand. The reason I add the pasta sauce to the olive oil when it's cold, right? You see how the oil's starting to take that color?
Yes.
So fat carries flavor. So if you season this olive oil, you need even less of that because the olive oil is not taking all that flavor, is going to carry through the pasta. So, okay, it's starting to bubble, starting to color. You can see that color coming through.
Oh, I can even see pieces of olive in there.
There we go. And it's so small, like it's not going to be a giant chunk of olive.
Yes.
It's just like it's a whisper in the background. Don't worry, there will be no fire today. There will be no fire. Okay.
See how I step back?
You know.
Okay.
Here we got the pasta, and don't worry, some of that pasta water is good.
And you said that thickens the sauce as well.
Right. It helps the sauce. It thickens the sauce slightly and helps the sauce stick to the pasta that you're busy cooking.
So far, this is still a vegan dish.
It is. It is. Do you want to go through some of the other options we have on display today?
I would love to, because I did see something with beef in it. Beef bolognese ravioli.
Beef bolognese, yep, absolutely.
Delicious.
And then we've also got the 5 cheese, and then we've got the spinach and ricotta. The 5 cheese for me, absolutely amazing. Well, all of them are.
Yeah.
The bolognese for me also is an absolute go-to. When I travel, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like hotel food that much. Okay.
Are you
I'm
serious?
Look, we're all about sharing the truth.
Yeah.
I don't like hotel food that much, and that causes me to get homesick very quickly if I'm away for a long time. So
Do you
what I
pack in your own food in your bag?
Yes.
No,
I'm gonna
you
give
do
away my
not.
secret. I'm gonna give away my secret. So what I do is when I stop at the airport, I go straight to Woolies and I get my essentials. I'm being dead serious, okay? So I'll get the pasta sauce, whatever that I need, because I know how to hack that in the microwave as well. And if they tell me, sorry, that there's no microwave in the room and you can't use their microwave downstairs, I say I'm allergic to everything. And then they go, please use our
Please go
microwave.
ahead.
Now I'm giving my secret away. But the truth is, it's amazing how food can make you homesick.
Absolutely.
Not having the food that you want makes you homesick. So I go to Woolies straight away, and there are essentials that I buy, especially when I know I'm away for a while.
Yeah.
And I want to eat right, I want to feel good, and I want to like be
You want that
connected
taste
to home.
of home as well.
Exactly.
All right, what are we doing over here, Clem?
So we got some capers. What's quite nice
mozzarella.
is capers again give you a little bit of that umami flavor. Chop it up if you want, because it's got quite an intense flavor. And then we've also got some burrata. So we got burrata.
We've got this is mozzarella.
Bocconcini. We got bocconcini, which is lovely. So the smaller balls. So let me dish up for you.
Yes, please. We have no time left. I assume this just gets
We have no time. Is it me? Am I talking too much? Okay,
we
cool.
love you talking, but let's move on.
Okay, pasta. Pasta. Get some bocconcini on there. Again,
this just gets torn on top, right?
You know what? And you tear it on top. I like to actually serve it like in a beautiful bowl and let the guests kind of tear their own bocconcini over it. And yeah, a little bit of
I've never torn
salt,
cheese
pepper.
before.
I love tearing cheese. I love tearing bread and tearing cheese. It's kind of like, it feels like a ritual.
These are the biggest capers I've ever seen in my life.
They are some big capers. Chop it up, chop it up. A little bit of pepper. And the thing is, and the truth is, we made this in real time. We started from scratch. I think we took some extra time, but like you can make this in under 10 minutes.
Absolutely.
And everybody's going to be happy.
Wow. Well, I definitely want to dive right into this, but visit the Italian hub on woolworths.co.za for more Italian recipes. And I'm telling you, this one is worth your time. Vegetarian, vegan, we got you covered. You got to shop authentic Italian products at Woolies. It's the only place you can, of course, go in-store, online, or on the app. Chef Clem, well done.
It's hot.
Ah. That burned my tongue.
Oh, man, I'm so hungry now. Oh, my goodness. Cooking up a storm in Cape Town is what they do all the time, but today especially, it looks so good. Speaking of so good, my friend, there are delicious things on the way. I am so excited for us to get into some more of those SAFTA Award nominees. And if you did not know, on the way, we actually get to find out who was nominated for Best TV Soap. I can tell that the SABC is going to have a few things there because some of my favorite soaps are right here. And then we also, my friend, are going to be getting into something exciting, a partnership of note. Red Bull Dance Your Style is partnering with Samsung, and we're getting the exclusive, hearing all about it right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Make sure you do not go anywhere. We're going to take this very small anyana break, but we'll be back on the other side. Stick around.
Drained? Dehydrated? You have lost more than just fluid. Recover faster. Add Rehydrate, SA's #1 oral electrolyte mixture.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are honored to be your partner in delivering some great news. It's that time of the year where we celebrate 18 years of the South African Film Television Awards, the SAFTAs, and unveil the highly anticipated nominees from our favorite television shows, programs, actresses, actors, and television presenters that really stood out.
Oh, the stars of the stars. Now, without wasting any more time, let's get into these nominees. It's the moment you've been waiting for, and the nominees for the best TV soap are...
In the category of Best Television Soap, your nominees are...
Come on!
Can I just ask something, right?
Yes.
If you were part of one of those shows, does that mean that I'm also nominated a bit?
You are.
Okay,
Cameo,
cool. Thank
3
you.
seconds, 5
Thank
minutes
you.
of the show. You're in. Congratulations, Carl. If
Thank you.
St. Oyster does win.
St. Oyster, I see you. Yes, that's correct.
And congratulations to Skeem Salmon
Yes.
Scandal, too.
Oh,
Such
man.
iconic South African shows that really, truly deserve that nod.
Wow. So, nominees coming your way. We are not done yet, but of course, we do have a bit of style and tech meeting each other right now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's take a look.
Oh, my word. SABC's doing so well. I'm so like, oh, I'm so emotional. But you know what? Something else that makes me emotional is beautiful things coming together. And just like you heard from the beautiful Carl, it is a meeting of tech and style. And of course, we're talking about the Red Bull Dance Your Style, along with Samsung, doing the things that need to be done, all in the name of this global street dance competition that has taken the world by storm. And friend, it is all about dancers getting on the stage, but then they can be challenged with absolutely anything, rather. And friend, it can be ispanzula, amapiano, it can be cramping, it can be anything else in between. And it is one of the most impressive things that you will see, because these guys, multi-talented, I am telling you that much. So everyone, this morning, I'm so excited for us to welcome to the show a bunch of people. Let me get to it like this, because in terms of this partnership, from the Samsung side, we have got none other than Anesu Malisa, the head of Gen Z marketing at Samsung South Africa. And then we have got our dancers who are going to be showing us some vibes this morning. Everybody, please, you got to welcome the dancers Verb and Debza, who are 2 previous Red Bull Dance Your Style champions, national finalists, Koenga Tasana representing Cape Town, and Armand Pretorius representing Johannesburg, and then Miss Resident DJ, who also dances, oh, so beautifully, I must tell you. It is none other than DJ Courtney Paul. Everyone, let's give them a feel-good welcome. Family, how are you guys?
Morning.
Good. Thank you. Guys, I had like all these dance moves prepared and stuff, you know, but I just hurt my knee, so I can't show you guys. However, it's so good to have you guys. And Anessa, I want to start with you, because this is such an exciting partnership.
It is.
Samsung and Red Bull coming together.
Yep.
So speak to me about this, because I feel like, you know what, Dance Your Style, it is something that, like I said, has taken the world by storm.
100%.
But how exactly is this now going to be an entire storm with Samsung and Red Bull Dance Your Style?
Yeah, obviously you mentioned Dance Your Style as a global dance competition, bringing together some of the best dancers across varying different dancing styles. And really, as you mentioned, what makes it very unique is sort of the format, right? So you have 2 dancers going head to head, but the plot twist comes in when the DJ plays any song, any random song, any random style. So you could be a hip-hop guy, and he plays amapiano. And that's what really makes it sizzling and exciting. And basically for us as Samsung, we're all about, you know, enabling the highest level of self and creative expression through our products. And in this case, the highest level of dance expression. And that's why we brought our little... Not even, this is the little version, but there's a bigger version. Our Sound Tower portable speaker. And what makes the Sound Tower absolutely amazing, it gives you amazing sound. And as you can see, the design, it's triangular, so it gives you a nice bi-directional sound, filling up the room. And obviously, these are the speakers that are used at the dance challenges. And so it gives you the type of sound that I like to say, right? If you crank this all the way up, it'll get you to trouble with your neighbors. And so also for those who love sound, who love music, wondering, what about the bass? Trust me, the bass, it just gets the ground shaking.
That bass.
And so we're really excited to partner up with Red Bull. Obviously, the regional sort of round sort of happened July and August, and now we are gearing up for the finals happening on the 7th of September, the national finals. And the exciting part is the winner of the national finals will get to represent South Africa in India
Oh,
in
come
November.
on.
And so, yeah, we're really, really excited about that.
That is huge. Just like this baby right here. I even feel like the colors, you know, they're speaking to Red Bull Dance Your Style. And,
Yeah.
and more than anything else, like you said, you know, this is all about the sound and getting it out there, which I feel like you guys are all so loud. You go along with this right here, which I love. Which is why I want to come to you, Verb and Debza. How did you guys get into dance, you champions? And, you know, where did this all begin for you?
Well, for me, dance has always been like a part of life. You know, growing up, high school, everybody's dancing. When Crump came about, the whole of Durban was literally
Hey, I
dancing
even
and
tried to
crumping.
crump. Oh, good.
So like we all came together most of the time. And yeah, man, there's always like new events, new challenges, and ever since then, like I honestly for me couldn't stop.
I love that. And how would you say it's changed your life, my love?
For me, I think, I mean, ever since I started dancing, I started to tour abroad, you know, like engage with like an international community and try to, you know, teach them about South African styles, you know. I think, yeah, that's like a big opportunity for me.
I love that. And speak to us about representing South Africa on like a global stage, guys.
No, it's absolutely crazy because like when you get there, you see a lot of like these dances that you've seen in movies, that you see on YouTube, that you see on Instagram with like millions of followers. So when you see them and you have to go head to head with them, it's a totally whole nother level. But representing the country is something that kind of inspires you and gets you empowered to like really train hard and be able to represent the country well.
Beautiful. Toyinga, speak to me about representing your province at nationals, honey.
I'm excited. I think also just to show people what Cape Town has, you know, like the kind of energy, the style, the community. I'm basically representing our community.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited about that. Yeah.
Beautiful. And Armand, when we talk about, you know, Red Bull Dance Your Style, traveling from the Bloom qualifiers, forgive me, and now taking on, you know, a win at the Joburg qualifiers, speak to me about your journey.
Yeah, so I was visiting family in Bloom, and my coach hit me up, was like, yo, Red Bull's in Bloom, go. I was like, cancel all our plans, need to pull through. And it was really great. Met a lot of new dancers that I don't know. And then it just actually prepared me for Joburg even more. And I pulled through and I was lucky to have my day. And yeah, it was really a special moment.
Come on, and Courtney, you are a DJ, my DJ.
Hey.
How can you do something so big?
I'm not going to lie, this thing is stressful, man. Like, whoever's listening, this is not a Mickey Mouse operation. It's really, when you think of what music, and like you said, music is really the backbone of this event, backbone of dance events, but also backbone of the hip-hop culture. So if I'm not doing my job, they're not going to feel it, the crowd is not going to feel it, and then we've all just wasted our time. So it's a lot of pressure, but it's amazing to be part of.
I love it. There's no time wasting here. We just dance. Beautiful. And this is why you got to stick around, Expresso family, because, my friend, we have got so much that is still in store. These guys are not going anywhere. Apparently, later they're going to be teaching me dance moves. I did say I have a bad knee. You know what I mean? But we'll see how it goes. But more than anything else, we're going to be seeing them in their element, all in the name of getting ready for Red Bull Dance Your Style. And, of course, celebrating the fact that Samsung and the two have come together to make this huge thing that I think is going to be absolutely game-changing. Stick around for now, though. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We got a whole lot going on. Kit Teasy, what's good?
Joe Sizzle, what's up? We've got so much still coming your way. I gotta tell you that if you're a disky lover, we got to have you play Sports Stake 8 fixtureless 774 for an estimated jackpot of over 1.6 million rand this Klein Vrydag. And you could actually score big. I believe that you can.
You can. So if you want to get the fixture list, it closes at about 5:30. And I don't think you should wait any longer for shizzle. So play Sports Stake 8 right now. You can go in-store. You can go to nationallottery.co.za. You can also try mobile app. That works beautifully for your shot at winning big. And don't forget to hashtag #BeInja, yeah game. It's happening today at Wool, as well as some other things in the Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Absolutely. We're going to delve into all things transitional betting. We've got Megan Pedro, the diva when it comes to all things decor. And I can't wait to chat to her about how we can change up our sheets, man. You have to do it.
Exactly. And I told you about that style meets tech collab. Well, if we got dancers, we're not going to let them sit there and be interviewed. They must dance.
They must dance.
Hello. So if you want to see them dance, you better stay there at your Feel Good Breakfast Show on S3.
There are stories of believers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
I got a cute face, chubby waist, thick legs in shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Planet rocker, showstopper, flow popper, head knocker, beat scholar, tail dropper. Do my thing, Lamborghini, blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight, long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in, make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We missed you. It's your feel-good breakfast show. We've still got a lot. We've got dancing to get through. We've got some bedding ideas to warm up the room as well. But task at hand, nominees for SAFTAs.
Oh my gosh, it's that time of the year. We are celebrating 18 years of the South African Film and Television Awards. By now, you know it's the SAFTAs, and unveil the highly anticipated nominees from our favorite television shows, also programs, actresses, actors, and television presenters that just stand out above the rest.
All right, so without wasting any more time, let's get into some more nominees. Now, this is the nominees for the Best Actress and Actor in a Soap. This is your category, and here are the nominees.
In the category of Best Actress in a Soap, your nominees are... In the category of Best Actor in a Soap, your nominees are...
Congratulations.
Yay, congratulations. Wowza.
Beautiful.
And
Benylin scandal.
right?
Come on.
The quality is so good here, so congratulations to every single nominee. Remember, your work does not go unnoticed, and continue working as hard as you have. It's absolutely beautiful to see all of these nominees, and of course, more to come.
Yes, and what an honor to be able to deliver the good news on your Feel Good Breakfast show. But speaking about more to come, we definitely have some things going down in Joburg.
Okay. Right about now, my friend, I am so excited because I told you about the Red Bull Dance Your Style collaboration with Samsung, and it is about to take this competition to a whole other level for 2024. However, I'm about to live out one of my dreams, Nick. We're going to have two guys going up against each other, and then we are going to find out as an Expresso family, who is it? Who came out on top? And this is the thing. We have got the judges. It is myself and our two other amazing Samsung peeps, and this is what we're going to go do. We're going to go and see them dance. Come, let's go. All right. Are you ready, guys? Beautiful. Mr. DJ, hit the music, please.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Cute face, chubby waist, thick legs in shape, rump shaking both ways, make you do a double take. Planet rocker, showstopper, flow popper, head knocker, beat scholar, tail dropper. Do my thing, Lamborghini, blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes, blue lights, out of sight, long weed, sold in, say it again, sold in, make that money, throw it in, booty bouncing, go ahead, everybody here, get your backs off the wall, 'cause Mr. Nomina said so.
Okay, judges, now we have to decide, is it Team Blue, which of course was Verve, or is it Team Red, which of course was Tebza? You have to put up your... It's a very tough one. Here we go. Okay, is it, you can start on this actually.
I need to start?
Yes, yeah. Please lead us fearlessly.
Always be a judge on a show.
All right, now it's tough.
Just like the pressure is getting worse.
Wesa and Wesa.
But I'm gonna have to go. With
red. We got red on this side. Nomsa, please give us yours. Red or blue? Where are we going? We are going red. It's okay. I won't lie. I was gonna go blue. I'm being honest to me. However, it seems like we have a winner. It is Team Red, everybody. Come on. And listen, friend, you just got a taste of Red Bull Dance Your Style right here on Expresso. And of course, we told you that Samsung's taking it to a whole new heights this 2024 on the 7th of September. It is going to be absolutely beautiful. And this is why you got to make sure that if you are in and around, you can actually go and check it out yourself. However, this is how it works. This is how it's done. And now imagine it with like a whole lot more dancers, a whole lot more genres, and a whole lot more just in general. It's beautiful. It's incredible. And we absolutely love it. Cape Teasy, don't you just feel like dancing, huh? Don't you just feel like getting down, huh?
We've been dancing, we've been getting down. I'm telling you, from behind the scenes crew to on camera, we definitely are inspired for this weekend. We know what kind of moves we're going to whip out. And we're hoping that you too are inspired to not only just do that, but also make over your bedrooms, because we're going to get into that in just a little bit. Miss Megan is here. Meggie Poo, Megalicious, whichever name you call her by, she's just as great. And we're going to get into a lovely change of season when it comes to your bedrooms. Not only that, we're going to get into conversation all around the best made for TV documentaries. Yes, the SAFTA nominees are still happening on your Feel Good Breakfast show. If you want to find out who, you're going to have to stick around. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and we'll see you after this.
There are stories of strivers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we're feeling so good. Giving you the nominees for the SAFTAs 18. It's that time of the year, celebrating 18 years of the South African Film and Television Awards, the SAFTAs, and unveiling the highly anticipated nominees from our favorite television shows, programs, actresses, actors, and yes, television presenters as well that stood out to our team. Now, without any time wasted, let's get on to the nominees for the Best Made-for-TV Documentary category, and here they are.
In the category of Best Made for TV Documentary or Best Documentary Series, here are your nominees.
Congratulations to all of those nominees. Incredible. And what documentary does, it gives you information, entertainment, of course, but it really puts spotlights on some very critical topics. So well done. That's a very important category. And may the best one win at the SAFTAs 18. That's happening very, very soon. So nominations coming your way soon. But of course, for now, somebody I'd nominate in a heartbeat is Carissa. She is standing alongside another person I'd nominate for Bestie.
Stop it, Carl. Oh, my goodness. But yes, nominate me next time. All right. So we are in the bedroom because we've got some exciting things, Meg and I. Now, earlier this week, we welcomed in spring, baby. And we continue the celebration by taking your season from good all the way to great because we're leveling up. And our decor diva, Megan Pedro, is here to prepare us for our dreamiest sleep yet. And I'm telling you, I don't get much sleep, so I need this.
Okay.
With a setup that will transform your bedroom into a summer holiday retreat. And Meg, I'm telling you, this already feels like a summer holiday. But before we get into this decor, trends, spring, summer, what are we talking about?
Spring, summer trends. Okay, basically, let's go into exactly what you're wearing. We are talking buttery panna cotta yellows, dusty pinks, and then greens.
Lovely.
Refreshing green tones, which I'm absolutely loving. And then we'll talk about the prints, again, tropical. Can you go wrong with tropical prints? In the spring, summertime, we've got a beautiful stripe as well, which I think is so timeless. We're going to see that all over our decor.
Oh, so this is on the flip side of
On the flip side, so you're getting two for one, basically, which I'm absolutely loving. And then ombre is making a really good comeback as well, which also, you ground with all of your neutrals and your black tones as well. So then, again, all of those things that I always speak about from season to season continues.
I love that. And I love that we don't have to do too much in order for our homes to feel like a sanctuary. I mean, if I get into this bed right now, it immediately transports me to a tropical island. I'm dressed for the part. Someone pass me a pina colada because we definitely see that going here. So what do we have?
So I love that in a fairly neutral bedroom, you have something that is such a statement like this. It's like an outfit, right? Like a dress you just put on and it's your entire look done, right? So that's exactly how this is. So this is 144 thread count, okay? Wow. So it's 100% cotton, which means that it's really, really so beautiful and soft. And, we look for cottons in the spring and summer because it's really nice and breathable.
Yes.
As with your scatter cushions.
Okay.
So these are just a couple of our styles. We have so many different styles and textures, which are great because then again, you can play with different textures on your bed because this is flip side. So it's so nice that you then pull in different colors and different colorways. So we've got these examples of the cushions, and then on the chair over there is another example of the cushion. So you can see that's a printed style as opposed to this, which is more of an embossed kind of, style. And then of course a throw because it is still spring, so it is a bit chilly still in the air. And how soft is that?
I was about to say, Meg, I want to wrap myself in this right now. Wow. And the colors also still picking up from everything that we've done before. Also, I'm noticing that the scatter cushions are different. Is that a thing? We don't have to go completely uniform?
Oh, I do love that.
Okay.
I really do love that. I always talk about, a hotel kind of look and feel, and that often is very symmetrical. But in your home, it's so nice to play with different textures, and then the way that you position it on the bed just gives you a little bit more of a comfy feeling.
Come on now. Aesthetics is what we're about, and also good sleep. And I feel like that combination is going to happen right now. I'm tempted to get right into this bed, but we are going to get you sorted for spring, summer. Beautiful things. Fragrances too?
Right.
Tell me more.
I mean, what elevates a room to spring, summer?
I gotta smell
and
it.
you give me the best reactions.
Oh,
how beautiful is that?
That's fresh.
That is fresh linen. So again, you're doing all the work. It's just like, a little light of a candle. It's really easy. And we've got a number of different fragrances, diffusers, which immediately elevate the look of a space and the smell of a space. So open those windows. Let's bring in
a little bit of air. I love that, and also creates an ambiance in your room. I mean, I personally switch off the headlights, light up some candles, and then I'm transported to a next world.
100%. I mean, that with the ambience comes vases and vessels. It's an easy, simple way. So do you know the difference between a vase and a vessel?
I do not.
Okay, so we often say vessel just because it's used for multiple different things, but a vase is often glass, where these are ceramic. So you can see a number of different beautiful styles in Woolies at the moment. And this dusty pink we're bringing in, it's just going to all go so beautifully with the ambience.
But why does pink go so well with these colors? Like every time you introduce something new, I'm like, yes, it actually works so nicely. Also with the very subtle, delicate baby breath flowers. I mean, come on. This is definitely a spring-summer setup and a great way to get into the transitional seasons when it comes to staying on trend too. Maggie always got us. It's so nice. You got our backs when it comes to
get
this.
in now. Extra.
Yeah, I think we should get into bed. All right.
Extra
It's a dream
shout out.
retreat, I'll tell you right now, as we get into bed. Create the ultimate escape with palm prints and also summer scents at 100% cotton. Can you imagine? Now you can shop this look and more at Woolworths. It's available in-store, online, and on the app. Meg, I think it's about that time. Good night, everybody.
I love that inspiration for your bed on an interior decorating level as well. But what about a lick of paint? I think that's going to be fantastic for your bedroom as well for spring. And it's always good to win while you do so. So Plascon is giving you the chance to win 10,000 Rand cash every single week. All you need to do is tell us what Plascon product you recently purchased and include hashtag PlasconSA in your answer. And right now it's time to find out who our next lucky winner is. And congratulations to the one, the only, Chantal August. You're a winner. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the applause. Thank you. Morning, Chantal.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, it is so lovely to have you on the show. Just give me a second. Apparently you said this: I recently purchased Pavlova Premium Washable Matte White Bronco and I can't wait to start on my painting project. Hashtag PlasconSA. Thank you so much for your entry. How does it feel to be a 10,000 Rand winner?
It's definitely a good morning. I feel amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy. And I'm interested to know about this painting project that you're very excited to start with this matte color. What have you chosen to upgrade?
I'm going to do a feature wall. I'm like into DIYing myself. I like it and I love doing the painting stuff. I have a feature wall in mind, which obviously the white is going to be the backdrop. And then I'm going to add a few colorful lines into it just for like a small feature room in my feature wall in my room.
Ooh, I love that. Are you going to do the masking tape technique? You paint over there, you add the color.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that. I love that idea. Could you do me a big favor, please? Okay, because we actually do care. We love the follow through. When you're done with it, can you send us a picture, please?
Sure, no problem. I can do that.
I'd love that. And then, of course, you got 10,000 Rand on your hands right now. I'm sure this is going to help along the rest of the year for you. What type of projects are you going to add to the whole mix now that you got 10,000 Rand?
Okay, the outside house definitely needs a new painting thingy because it's like a really all going on almost 7 years now. So I'm going to do that with the cash.
Sounds good to me. Once again, pictures, eh? We want to see the proof of your house upgrade, and the feature wall sounds so exciting. So well done, Chantal. Congratulations,
Thank you
you're
so
a winner,
much.
and all the best with the project.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, I appreciate you, Chantal August, our winner today. And remember, you still stand the chance to win a 10,000 Rand prize from Plascon, and here's how.
Be a handy hero this spring and stand the chance of winning 10,000 Rand cash from Plascon. To enter, tell us what Plascon product you purchased this spring and include hashtag PlasconSA. Enter by replying to Expresso's competition post on Facebook, X or Instagram, or WhatsApp your entry to 084 368 1603. Remember to keep your proof of purchase. Competition closes 27th of September at midday. T's and C's apply and can be found on expressoshow.com.
The feeling good continues right here on S3. And my lovely, what you need to stick around for is the fact that the SAFTA nominations are continuing as well. We're about to find out what is the best children's program right here on this beautiful Feel Good Breakfast show. And of course, it is all throughout South Africa. Who's nominated? Well, we're going to be finding out together. Then we're also going to be getting into some lovely linen options for men and women, courtesy of Taryn Opal. We're going to do it in a bit, but first, let's take a short break and we'll be back after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And you know that it's that time of the year. Throughout the entire show, we've been giving you the nominees in various categories, but also celebrating 18 years of the South African Film and Television Awards, the SAFTAs. And we unveil some of the highly anticipated nominees from our favorite television shows, programs, actresses, actors, and television presenters that all stood out. And without any further ado, we're going to give you another category. And this is the nominees for the Best Children's Program. Let's take a look.
In the category of Best Children's Program, here are your nominees.
That is absolutely incredible, and well done to some of our friends over there and some outstanding children's programs. All the best to you as we go along this process and celebrate the SAFTAs 18 right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's time to get the dress that you need, of course. You know, we're going into new season. We need versatility in our wardrobes. And of course, Carissa's got the best person to take you through.
I definitely do. I cannot wait to get into conversation with Taryn. It is a Fashion Thursday, and we are rocking the linen blends. We've been talking about it this week, and I can't wait to hear a little bit more details. Now, Woolworths linen, right? The blend of linen is the ultimate summer fabric. It is easy, breezy, lemon squeezy, and luxurious to the touch. Now, stylist Taryn Opal is here, and she's going to help us embrace the coming sunny days. I can't wait for that. This season's capsule wardrobe is what you need. It's the essentials that we're going to go through. And there's a lot that we got to get through.
There's a lot. I'm so excited. I'm very excited. I
mean,
temperatures are starting to rise. Hemlines are going to rise too. And then the layers are going to start coming off. And I feel like the perfect addition to your spring summer wardrobe are linen blends.
Also, Taryn, you just came back from holiday. And if you guys follow Taryn on social media, you'll know the envy of everybody was the two sets. You co-ords.
I love a co-ord. A matching top and pants, my favorite. It's just so easy. You don't have to think about it. Just throw it on and go. And that's what linen blends are as well. They're very versatile. They're super lightweight. They're really easygoing. It's just a must-have, in my opinion.
I would say so. So let's talk about must-haves, because I want to get into the capsule wardrobe specifically for spring, summer. Where do we even begin?
Okay, so I'm going to take you through some really key pieces that the Linen Blend collection comprises of. So speaking of stripes,
I love.
For men, you're looking at really gorgeous shirts.
Yes.
The Linen Blends is a combination of linen and cotton or linen and viscose. So automatically it's really breathable and supple and soft. I mean, it really is soft to the touch.
Come on.
It's also less prone to heavy creasing.
Okay.
And that's what I love about it. And anything linen, is super durable and gets better with age. And that's exactly what you can expect. So
This
for
one is
women,
stunning.
really great. A little safari-inspired utility dress with a belt. I love that. And then if you're talking about going to work, you know, you've got some blazer options. And then for the weekend, a little bit of a casual...
What is this? What would this be called?
This would be almost like a lightweight utility parka.
Oh.
But for summer, how fun. So you could pair that with your wide leg drawstring trouser, with the white tee. It's all about those, you know, those pieces, those essentials we've been building our wardrobe with, our foundation up with. Those are the things that you can style these pieces with. That's how easy it is.
Wow. Well, you spoke a bit about this linen blend earlier. You said either with viscose or with cotton. But tell me more about the linen blend and why is it just a go-to for summer?
So obviously it's really lightweight and the cuts and the silhouettes of these Linen Blend pieces and the texture of the fabric almost lends itself to a little bit of elegance in your look, even if the occasion is casual dressing or chill time.
You're right.
And it's perfect for lounging around or just throwing on and going. I just think it's the epitome of summer.
Yes, and I love the silhouettes like you mentioned of many of them. I've been seeing this stripe, especially that blue and white stripe one, everywhere. Everywhere.
It is both of these. These are like little tunic dresses. So this for me is also something that you could easily throw over your swimsuit when it gets really hot, you know, later in the year. And pair that with a little slider, grab a bag. I mean,
and you're good to go.
Yeah, effortless.
I was about to say that. You took the words out of my mouth. Summer is about being effortless.
Exactly.
Because it's too hot. We don't even want any of that.
We don't care about, we don't want to think too much about it.
No
Just
fuss, no drama.
enjoy the day.
Yes, exactly. All right, let's see this on some models because I want to see the material in action and moving. Who do we have first?
Let's do it. We've got Megan and Letabo. I just want to point out this green because
colour?
when summer comes, you know the colours come about. So we're going to start with Megan. I mentioned earlier how easy it is to style these pieces. It really is just pairing it with your essentials that you already have in your wardrobe. So she's got her essential striped tee, and it really is as easy as grabbing your favorite high summer sandal bag. Letabo's grabbed her sunnies as well. And I love Letabo's set because you can wear it completely buttoned up, like me, how I'm wearing my coat
with a bit of a tuck.
With a bit of a tuck, or like she's wearing it unbuttoned with her essential vest and her really big bag for her shopping trips.
And a costume in there too.
100%. And I mean, paired with an espadrille, sliders, mules, open-toe sandals and espadrilles are the shoes of the season. So that's pretty much
the
top-notch, best way to wear it.
Do you know what I love about Meg's look too is the fact that the belt and the bag elevated it. Otherwise, it's super casual, but that's just taking it to the next level.
And it's a completely different look,
outfit.
right? Yeah, so she looks very, very put together, ready for a little, maybe a brekkie with the girls.
You know, brunch dates.
Yeah, something like that. So
guys.
I think it's great. And also, speaking of the bag and the belt, matching your colours together and your leathers, it really does tie everything together as well. So,
I love that.
Yep.
Well done, ladies. Well, let's see the gents. What can we expect this spring, summer from the men's?
I spoke about those linen cotton blend shirts. The toes are coming out, I'm telling you. It's time for the toes to be on show. And these are the linen cotton blend shirts. Imran is wearing his with a linen trouser rolled up at the bottom. Just very easy, very relaxed, paired with a sandal. I mean, normally some people just throw on a sneaker, but it's all about feeling easy and super, super airy for the season. And then Paul, I love the earthy tones going on here. He's got his linen blend shirt with his linen shorts.
Come on.
And also another slider sandal. So very, very easy, as I said. And I love the idea of just giving your shirt a little bit of a tuck, a little bit of a roll
Again,
at the
casual,
sleeve.
cool.
It just sort of emphasizes that you are relaxed.
Yes, I like it. In case you didn't know, look at the shirt being flipped up. I'm here for it. Also, it looks like they're about to go on a boat somewhere, just enjoying the sun and everything that summer has to offer. I am here for it, gents. Thank you so much. You guys look top notch,
you're
man.
inspiring us.
Those toes, I'm telling you, you better get your toes manicured, okay?
Yes.
Because that is the season.
It's time.
It's time. Bring out everything that you need. The panel beaters just to get it. No, I'm kidding. It has been a long winter though. But thank you so much, Taryn, for being here.
It's an absolute pleasure.
I want to take this whole rail home. I'm going to take it because, wow.
I won't tell anyone.
Yeah, we look effortless, we look good this summer, and that is what Woolie's about. Let's make the summer great, you and I, right? Embrace sunny days, also balmy nights, and that laid-back spirit of the season with Woolworths Linen Blend. Now, you can shop it in store, online, and on the app. So many ways for you to look good. So happy shopping.
All right, so now that we got the outfit going, you know, we did the painting earlier, we got the outfit, we got the bedding sorted. What about something for date night? If you're looking for a way to perhaps bring the family together, as mentioned, date night would work. Maybe you just want to impress some people with a little artistic twist and some sweetness, then get ready for this. It is our Pavlova art. Now, we'll be using fruit juice to create vibrant, edible paint, and it's a fun and interactive way to enjoy a lovely sweet treat. And Carissa's going to help me out because we have to do this together. That sounds good. And I'm going to put you on, Carissa.
Yeah.
Painting station. But
You say
first
together.
I want to make...
Isn't this a competition?
Actually not. You know what? I thought that if we are going to do family fun and like a date night, that it should be a collaborative.
Boo.
I know. Also, can you just imagine doing a challenge with this being so brittle? So I need sensitivity.
I don't know. What is it?
So it's a Pavlova. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a bit of paint for you. And the paint's very easy. So all you have to do, you've got your saucepan, it's on here, all right? You get the heat on, and then we're going to use a cup of juice.
Wow.
Just to start things off, and I'm going to make paint from scratch, which is part of the creativity, if you think about it.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
I'm ready for that.
I love making things from scratch.
So that's what we're going to do.
The way there.
Yes, that's it. So basically,
What do you have here?
Carissa wanted me to make her paint so we could do our Pavlova challenge. So this is how it went. I just took the juice, and I took this cup that I made earlier, and I poured in the juice over here. The juice was poured, and I poured it into the pot that I actually made an iron cast out of earlier, and it's set just in time for the show. I also added some of the sugar to stabilize a little bit. The sugar I got from my sugar cane that I have in the backyard. I poured in the sugar, and that's what happened. Then I needed to make a slurry. This is fresh water that I squeezed out of the tap earlier. I made the slurry, and that's how it went. Look here, Carissa, how I make the slurry. As you can see, this is how it goes.
You make
it's amazing.
the spoon too.
All right, look at that.
Okay,
By the way, this
Carlos,
bowl I actually fused. I took some sand earlier, put it under really great heat, and made a bowl. Because that's what I do. Because Carissa's somebody, a work wife that I needed to impress today. That's
I'm
how
impressed, let me tell you
also,
that.
have you noticed that there's a wooden board? I chopped this out of my tree earlier. I had to make sure that she gets exactly what she needs. So as this comes up to the boil, this is what happens over here. I also got some coloring. I've got that coloring. I had turmeric earlier that I grew for 4 months, and then I picked it and then made coloring from it, which was also good. I also have some other red coloring. What I do the red coloring is that a little earlier I have some berries that I picked from my garden, and I made a little bit of a compote. And that's how I got my red coloring. So as this goes to the boil, Carissa, I want you to start painting.
I can do that.
Oh, those brushes, you see the bristles of the brushes? I got that from my dog. I picked them from my dog, basically. Shedded earlier, so I took all the hair so I didn't waste, and I put it into the brush. Also, the same wood that I used for this wooden board, I used for the paint brushes as well. So please enjoy. Also, I'm going to look at my pot. By the way, the boiling, I got the boiling from heat that I made earlier, so that's how it goes. Let's put the slurry in. Are you going to paint something nice for us?
I'm going to try to paint something from scratch to match everything that you've just created.
Great, thank you.
Some inspiration.
All right, what's the inspiration?
No, would you like to give me some?
The inspiration, I want you to paint the tree that I took this wood from earlier.
I can do that for you. I wish I had different colors, but we can be creative with it, okay?
Thank you. I just want you to paint the tree.
Okay.
That's what's great.
Ooh.
I'm just working on my...
Ooh.
Did I mention that the water that I made earlier? What
You said
I did
you
is I
squeezed it out of
took...
the tap.
Well, actually, what I did, I took 2 parts of hydrogen and I added it to oxygen, making an effect that created water. I just think that sometimes you need to not wait for the clouds or rivers or streams. You got to make it yourself.
In this economy, Carl, I'm here for that. Can we make everything from scratch? Can you make money from scratch for me?
All right. That's fine.
I can use
Are you going to make some more color?
I'm
Are you
gonna-
going to do it from scratch?
I'm gonna add in some color.
That's great.
Thank you.
I'm going to just keep on stirring.
Yeah.
By the way, this spoon I got from a friend of mine who created it from metal.
Oh, how do
The
you make metal?
From sustainably sourced metal. My friend used to have braces, then we melted them down and made a spoon. That's
Not
how
you taking your friend's braces.
I just think it's sustainably sourced. That way you didn't make the metal from that. Because where does metal from braces go anyway? We didn't want to infect the environment, so we made a spoon. Because if you think about braces being in your mouth, the spoon will eventually be in your mouth too. Therefore, it's sustainably sourced. That's what I'm talking about.
You know what,
All
Carl?
right. I
You make
really like
complete
what you're
sense.
doing there.
From
It's
a
really
tree,
great.
it's now a mushroom.
You know what?
Add some water.
This is great. I actually used to have mushrooms that I made in my garden. It was quite lovely. That's how it goes. I'm adding some of the yellow. What I got the yellow from is the turmeric that I told you that I grew over 4 months and I picked it earlier. So I'm going to make just different colors. It's
Carl,
really
do you think
great.
you could make me some more water?
I can make you water, of course. Do you have any hydrogen?
Just right here in my back pocket.
All right,
yeah.
I just thought I'd make it for you. I'm going to do a yellow color. And while you're doing that, I'm going to tell you a bit more about how this happens. Do you want to tell me a bit more about Crush?
I would love to tell you about
Yeah,
Crush.
I think it'd be, you use Crush, and basically Crush, I know that they also make their own juice that
They do
squeeze.
from scratch. Okay, the different flavors of Crush, 100% fruit juice, and that's what we're drinking today, cranberry in particular. They really blend things like orange, apple, berries, and mango to just bring a burst of something fruity, the goodness to your edible creations, enhancing the taste and also the appearance, because look at this. Okay, it's not completely done. Oh, no.
It looks beautiful.
It's a mushroom.
It's lovely. If you can see it there, well done. That's absolutely
you.
amazing. And remember, if you want to get any of this idea, just go to expressoshow.com. It's a site I made with JavaScript by myself.
From scratch.
Yeah.
Expressoshow.com is where you find the full recipe. And please join us in the fun in making this Art Pavlova challenge and create your own delicious masterpiece.
By yourself. By yourself.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.
You enjoy that cranberry juice. It's very good for the system. You make the cranberries from scratch.
That's right. I did. I planted the cranberries last year. And also, you know what I've done? I've also created nominations for the SAFTAs. And we're going to just get into that a little later. It's a good addition as well. So
I
it's
feel
a
like if
big-
you had hair, you could totally like
I know. But I'd have to grow that hair by myself.
from scratch. We definitely have some SAFTA nominations still coming your way. Not only that, a performance, not just Carl performing Nara Smith, but we've got some great things for you lined up out in Jersey on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll see you after this.
By yourself.
Enter the Maggie Cook the Difference competition, and your Maggie recipe stands a chance of being featured in the Maggie Cookbook, winning you one of 10 sets of CETA accredited courses, each worth 10,000 Rand. Plus a chance at the grand prize and a brand partnership with Maggie worth over 275,000 Rand. Competition runs 7th of August to the 15th of September. Entry details and T's and C's at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, and it's that time of the year where we celebrate 18 years of the SAFTA, and that is the South African Film and Television Awards. These awards are fantastic. They unveil our highly anticipated nominees this year, and we're talking about our television shows that we love, our programs, our actresses, our actors, our television presenters, and these are the ones that stood out. Now, without any further ado, let's give you another category, and the nominees for the Best International Format category are, let's take a look.
In the category of Best International Format, here are your nominees. Congratulations to all of our storytellers. Head over to the NFVF website and SAFTA's official social media platforms for the full list of nominees.
Fantastic. Congratulations to all of those nominees. I really hope that you are fantastic. And of course, well done. Take it in, take stock. You've worked very hard for this. And the winners will be announced soon. In fact, if you'd like to be a winner, Carissa's got away.
Absolutely. From nominations and winning to Disky lovers, I definitely have something for you, all right? Play Sports Stake 8 fixture list 774 for an estimated, and you got to listen real closely to this, 1.6 million rand this Thursday. That could be yours. You could actually score big. I'm really excited for you to get some money in your pocket. Now, this fixture list does close at 5:30 today, so make sure that you get on it ASAP. What are you waiting for? You've got to play Sports Stake 8 now in store. You could also head over to the website, nationallottery.co.za, or even the mobile app for more details. And your shot at winning big. It's #BeInjaYeGame, and we want you to do exactly that. Lotto could just be yours today.
The only way that you can win is by playing, my friend. But also this morning we're winning because we are with the beautiful, amazing queen who actually has an incredible song with who we call none other than Sean Paul. You heard it earlier on. Right now, though, it is time for us to get into with her track, which is, of course, with Nokwazi. Everybody, it's called Destiny.
This time I feel it, oh yes, wow. And now I know the time is right. Temba, oh young Pilisa. Temba, oh Moshegimi. Temba, oh young Pilisa. Temba, oh Moshegimi.
This is what happens when we bring you superstars over and over and over again, and she's still just taking over the world. At least we caught her before she went back to Germany. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. Expresso family, you got to stick around. Why? Because our Cape Town family still has a couple of things. Hi, my Cape Teasy babies.
Zanele, what a performance.
It was wunderbar. It was indeed. That was so good. But of course, I just want to thank everybody who's got involved with the SAFTA nominations, all of the nominees. Congratulations. Please take this morning to celebrate. You've worked really hard, so well done to you. SAFTA's A-team, we are very, very happy to celebrate along with you.
Kuhle, especially, congrats to you, girl. Yes! We are going to vote for you as an Expresso Show family and make sure that you get to the top as you absolutely deserve. Listen, tomorrow on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, we've got such good things coming your way. Ever heard of Fifi Cooper? Well, she's one of the best, and she's going to grace us with her presence. Also, the Metro FM Breakfast Show is coming through.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Live. Eh? Radio Meets TV is happening tomorrow. Plus, MOD, that project's going to give you Friday Dance. And then, of course, we've got a couple of Barbarians rugby legends. They take on the Springbok ladies in a curtain raiser to the match tomorrow.
Barbarians.
As the Springboks take on the All Blacks. Yeah, it's actually an iconic game. And if you do have tickets to that Cape Town test, I suggest you get there at 1:30 to watch the ladies go head-to-head before the match at 5. So please support all sorts of Springbok codes, including our ladies section and men's section as well. So that's all happening tomorrow. And of course, Zanele, you are amazing.
We love you.
Goodbye,
my
love. I love you guys. And again, congratulations to Kuhle. I'm still screaming. Ah!
Another feel-good production.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.